I am ready now.
Coming to you from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan. Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulations.
And what can we expect?
Surprises!
Engineered by Jay Timko and produced by Eric Beatty. And without further delay, it's showtime. Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
Woo! Hey, everybody. Hold on one second. They flip that hat around. Otherwise, I'm going to bang my head on the microphone all day. Good day, all. Good day.
Good day!
Welcome to the Detroit Cast on a Tuesday edition of the Detroit Cast. I'm Mike. That's Jay. E is right there. And Timko here. And we're back home.
Feels good to be home.
Does feel good, doesn't
It
it?
was fun. It was a lot of fun Saturday, but dude, I'll tell you, it's nice to be home. It's kind of like after being on a vacation, you get back to your own bed.
Yeah. Do you feel more comfortable sitting in these chairs right here?
Yeah, I mean, Timko, mad props to Timko for setting that shit up.
It was
almost
impressive.
exact to what we had, but
Yeah.
it's still just, the chair and whatever. It's just more comfortable.
Yeah, there's that, and it's hard when you're seeing people's faces to, like, they're there to be entertained, and I usually don't feel that entertaining, to be honest with you. I don't feel like in that situation, it's like I can rant and rave here, but it's hard to pull off
Well, flat out, it's not a stand-up show.
Right.
We do a much different kind of show.
Yeah.
So yeah,
What was that supposed to mean?
Well, it's not stand-up where everything you're saying is meant to be a joke.
Yeah.
So to have an audience watching that, you're right. It's not the most natural kind of situation, but they were great.
They were amazingly good, and trust me, I speak from experience on this. It is so hard. It's why Drew hated doing remotes, because you mix alcohol, a group of people. Usually they can't hear you. Timko got it tweaked enough where people could hear us through those monitors, and of course we're talking about Saturday night at Ed's house, which turned into the Monday episode, and we had a full house there. But it's very hard to get people to pay attention to what you're doing, especially when alcohol gets mixed in. It falls apart really quick, and then you just hear background noise, and you're trying to put on a show because you're thinking about the thousands of people outside of that group atmosphere and setting that are gonna hear it, and it makes it really difficult. But we got lucky. This whole group sat there and watched what we did.
It was cool.
I mean, it's crazy. It was crazy. So thank you to everybody out there. Ed,
Not an asshole in the bunch either.
no,
Except for
E,
Yeah,
but
throw E aside. But
yeah, outside of our own group of asshole, yeah, there was none. It was a great group of people. And what? So how did you feel, Jay? We were at Ed's house. Now Ed, for those that don't know, paid. He won one of the Kickstarter rewards, which was we'll bring this whole monstrosity to your house or your business, whatever, your bar, and we'll do a live show, which is what we did on Saturday, and we had a bunch of people there that Ed was nice enough to say, invite some Detroit Cast fans, and so we brought some out, and it was great. But what did you think? I mean, it's so weird to you, isn't it? This whole thing. What am I doing here?
Yeah, it was like a strange dream, to be honest.
Yeah.
Much of it. It's still very strange to me. It's out of my element, and
it doesn't seem out of your element. I got to be honest, man. I was really impressed with our whole team, K-Dog and Timko and you, Jay. I know it's not easy. It's not easy for me. E, I thought you were hilarious. I thought you were fucking hilarious. You brought the Big E into the microphone, please.
I don't know. Whatever, I guess. Thanks.
Seriously, dude, it's weird because people think Big E is a bit. They really do.
he's so not, man.
And every time people meet him, they're like, I get people coming up to me going,
Just look at
he's
him.
so awkward right now. He's so uncomfortable just even being talked about. But people come up to me and they're like, dude, I thought he was a bit. I talked to him for 5 minutes. He's not a bit. That's him.
We got
we
got several emails from people saying, I met Big E and zero eye contact. It was really uncomfortable for everyone.
And then another thing that happens is, and I'm usually bad with it, but it was more bad that time last night.
More bad. Finish it up.
Because with it's weird. Like Jay said, it's weird to me still. Like you're at a party and people know you, but you really don't know them. But like when someone would start talking to me, and then someone else would come up and be like, "Oh, Eric," or like, even though I'm not trying to be an asshole to the person that I'm talking to, when there's a new person, like to me, something new is just
There's
more
a new
exciting.
light that flashed in your
Right, there's something new is always more exciting than what was in the past, and I felt so bad because there's times when people are talking, and they could be talking about the most in-depth thing they want to, and I could be interested. But if another person comes up and starts talking, then it's just all of a sudden like, oh, now this is whatever, this is here now.
But there's the thing, though, with you. Most people have somewhat of a social filter, and they know how to welcome someone else into the conversation
No,
or
he
say,
has a-
excuse me.
He has
and,
an extreme social retardation.
is that what that is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So his retardation is one that, like, instead of just going, oh, excuse me for a second, yeah, and remembering someone's name, oh, yeah, this is Patty. I met her a minute ago. Patty, this is Bill. None of that happens. It's just like, well, this is awkward. I guess I'll talk to this person now. I don't even know this lady. And people are just left holding their hands like,
No, they were in
all right.
They were in a conversation, and now I'm just somewhere else, and it's just
There's
like, oh,
there's
wow.
a million social cues that you and I do 100 times every day without even thinking that he doesn't pick up on or realize.
My
So
mom
those-
saying goodbye to him, for
Yeah.
instance.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Eric. And he's whatever.
Well, and then the other thing was, like, I was there before you guys, and so I was there when people started filtering in, and it was very weird because when they're walking in, I know I'm not trying to be weird, but they're there for their show, so I know they know who I am,
Yeah.
but I don't know what to do, so I didn't know, like, I remember sitting there going, should I walk? There was one person that, when Dan was there, Dan got there a little earlier,
Dan the Red Bull Man.
Yeah, he's great.
He got there a little early, so I was talking to him, and I finally leaned over to him at one point, like, there's people here, like, should I be walking around, or should I be sitting here? Or, like, I know they know who I am, so I don't want to walk up and be like, I'm Eric, or
Yeah.
something, but...
No,
Why can't you just walk up and say, hey, thanks for coming, I'm Eric? Why would they?
he doesn't know why.
So fucking weird.
I don't
Well,
know.
this is one account here. Scott and his wife Amanda came. They said they have an awesome time. A couple funny things I noticed before you and Mike arrived. Biggie had to go get his laptop out of his car, and when he went outside, he totally left both doors open to Ed's house, just wide open, without a care in the world. I could just see his mom and dad yelling at him to close the doors, turn off the lights every time he leaves a room.
No shock.
During the break, E came up to my buddy and I. We introduced ourselves, no problem. When it came time to introduce my wife, in classic Biggie fashion, he extended to shake her hand, but never made contact. She said, nice to meet you, Eric. His response was a mumbled, whatever.
Oh, my God.
And then
Wait a minute.
He
He went
attached,
to shake a hand and then didn't.
yeah, he just
shake
never,
it.
he like pulled back,
Whatever.
pulled out too soon. But here's a picture. This is apparently as close as Biggie would let Amanda get to him. There's about, I don't know, 1.5 to 2 feet between them.
Yeah, you could fit 2 more people in between them.
I don't know, man. I don't have anywhere. I don't know.
It's so funny. There were a couple pictures where we took like a group shot by the board, I think after the show maybe, and I can tell in the photo that someone's touching E.
I am, yeah. I've got my arm on him.
Yeah,
Look at
because he's just like,
Like,
there's a couple of them that are even worse. Maybe Beth took them, where he's just like, he's all crinched over, his shoulders are all hunched over. He's like, no, don't touch me. Yeah, it's weird, dude. I mean, you're on the spectrum. There's no doubt about it. You're on the
I
spectrum.
wish I could remember what the word of autism she had. She had a certain,
Retard?
No.
Oh.
There was an actual health term. Like, there was a legit autism word. I don't remember what she said anymore now, but she said it was definitely it, whatever it was.
Is
I think-
pissing on a guest's floor one of the symptoms?
Oh, God.
You pissed on his floor, dude.
You
I
did,
didn't
E.
mean to.
I didn't mean to.
Here's what happened. When I went to Rush to go to the bathroom that one time.
Before the break?
Yeah, when I interrupted the show.
Yeah.
I went to take it out, and like somehow, here's what happened.
Did you have like an after sex pee? You couldn't have.
No.
No.
Here's how,
No.
Somehow, I like it hit my side of my pants, and just like a little went on the floor. So then I started.
Wait, what hit the side of your pants? Your dick or the pee?
The dick.
All right.
So somehow just like a little had gone on the floor. So then I started peeing normally, and it's fine. It was just like a few droplets on the floor.
Which still is horrifying.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But whatever. And then for some reason, I decided that I was gonna try to start taking the paper towel and wiping it down while I'm still peeing, like, instead of waiting.
God.
So then it kind of got everywhere. But
Anything on the wall?
no, just on the floor.
You peed. Ed was such an amazing host.
No.
And then why? Like, I understand that maybe you want to bring that story to us. Like, we're boxing things up And E goes, oh, by the way, one more thing. And I'm like, what? He's like, never mind.
I know.
Like,
I wanted to tell
what?
you, but I knew like.
And Ed is standing there.
I know.
Jay is there. I'm there.
Luckily,
We're all
his
like
wife was
saying
there.
goodbyes. And our gracious host and his wife are standing there. And I'm like, no, well, what? What's now? Say it.
know.
I thought you were talking about the T-shirts. Like, oh, I brought the T-shirts in the car and I left them there. Do we need it? Like, I thought you were gonna do something like that. And you said, I kind of peed on the floor. It was like, what? We're bringing this up now?
I know.
Again, social etiquettes. I mean, and then there are people
Oh, God.
who say that perhaps, maybe, if you weren't such a social tard, there was a very, very, very more attractive than anything you'll ever have a chance with, girl who was there, Lisa, who was at least paying you the time of day. I mean, she was talking to you for a long time
She declared that you were her favorite.
on the show of all of us, and she's now single, totally single.
Mm-hmm. What do you want? I don't know.
Like, why wouldn't you at least ask her? Let her tell you, oh, are you kidding? Absolutely not, you're a dork.
I know.
Like, why wouldn't you let her do that? At least go have a few beers in you and go, I know this is crazy, but you want to go out sometime and grab some coffee?
I don't even know how to put it into words how this is how
Look how
my
uncomfortable he is.
how my mind works. But I just cannot. Here's the thing. This is seriously what happens in my mind when I'm in these settings, and I cannot even. I know this is gonna sound retarded to you. I get it. You're not gonna get it.
Try me.
But in my head, like I'm thinking, like, okay, like you guys are there, and I know Mike and you and Jay aren't sitting there just like across the room staring at me.
Not even a
wondering
little
what-
bit.
Right.
Not even at all.
But in my mind, I know you're there. So I know that if you guys see me talking to her,
We're not like teachers.
Okay,
We're on Team
let
Big
me
E.
fin-
We're
let me-
on Team Big
Be
E.
very
gotta let me-
supportive of this.
Oh my
it doesn't
God.
matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter to me. In my mind, if I'm in an area where like I have friends and my friends see that I'm doing, like I get, oh, they're gonna judge how I'm doing this. They're gonna make fun of what's going on. And then I start thinking like, if I'm talking to a girl, I start to think like, well, if I start making it obvious that I'm flirting or that I'm hitting, like she knows that I'm doing that.
That's
so why
how the
would she
world
want-
works, man.
It
You
is
just
how the
do
world
it.
works.
Well,
And
why would she want me to be? And it's gonna be weird because she
Oh,
knows what I'm
E.
doing.
And it makes you
I know
feel
it.
awkward, right? Is
And
that
then
what it
I get
is?
more awkward, and then it's.
But see, E, here's the problem with what you're talking about. You peed on the host's floor and then told me, Jay, the host, his wife,
That doesn't bother me.
all of us. You told all of us that you, not somebody, that you, me, myself, I peed on your floor. I'm sorry, but you won't ask a hot girl, like, you want to go for coffee one day? Like, do you understand how that's hard for me to grasp?
You know what?
Hard
no,
for Jay to grasp?
I can put it like this.
Yeah,
I'll put it-
in one sense, you have big balls. You'll sit up there and do this
That
show
doesn't-
and
that-
throw
that-
your pink hat on, and you'll be yourself. You've got no problem being yourself. But
Yep.
then it
That-
comes to
that's what I was
closing the deal, and
That's what I was just about to say, though. I swear to God, whether people believe me or not, I am the only time I feel comfortable in my life is if I'm talking on a mic, whether it's comedy or whether it is. This stuff isn't real to me. This stuff is fun and I enjoy it. Because I feel like when I'm doing this, I'm part of the act. It's an entertainment thing, whatever. But when I'm myself sitting there in the back, it's just so weird. I get so in my head. Things just start going. A million things in my head start going. I don't like the concept, and when I feel like, well, they just know she knows the reason I'm talking to her and not other people because I'm trying to. But so then I'm like, well, she knows what I'm doing. So then like I make a purpose effort to talk to somebody else because I don't want it to seem like I'm doing it.
no,
And
you
it's
just
like,
go for it.
Yeah.
I know.
All right,
I
okay.
get
What do
it.
you have to lose at this point? What do you have to lose?
I know, but
You need a super aggressive chick, don't you?
Yeah.
You need her to
was just gonna
just
say
grab your hand and take you up the stairs.
Yeah.
I don't.
Take him up the stairs.
Doesn't need to be up the stairs, but dude, I just
Or
don't
take
get
you
it.
down the
I've had-
stairs. However,
I've had friends. I've had friends when I go out to the bar and stuff, and it's the same. Like you son of. I can't keep talking when.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but I've had friends, and it's the same thing. Like I'll be at the bar, and it's like, dude, just go fucking start talking to these fucking people, and I cannot do it. But I could get up. I'm telling you, I would have no problem if I got up tomorrow in front of 5,000 people and started telling jokes.
It's
It
weird,
wouldn't bother
dude.
me at all.
I honestly, I thought you stole the show Saturday night. I
No.
thought you were the funniest one of all of us, and I thought you played so well to the crowd. They got a full-on experience of Big E. You were calling out people in the crowd. You were like, just
Mark's
socially awkward. Mark's wife, yeah, our buddy Mark. You're like, this lady over here, I don't even know your name. He's not even a listener. You're yelling at people. You were on, and I was having a ball watching it. But then it's like once the headphones come off, it's like, but it's weird, Jay. When we went to that Fake Lisa's event at the bar, he's there, and she literally like screamed when he walked in and said, she was like, oh my God, I can't believe you're here. And then she went up on the microphone at one point, kind of thank everybody, and then did this really nice thing where she's like, hey, I want to take a second to really thank this show that I love listening to. It's called the Detroit Cast. And as soon as she started to do that, he shrugs his shoulders and walks right behind a pillar, and he's like hiding. She's like pointing us out, and I'm standing there by myself like, really, dude? You're going to go hide behind a pillar right now as she's introducing you? Like, what is it? You want to be a star. You want to be famous. You want to be on the spotlight. But the second someone puts a spotlight on you, you go, ah.
My friend has a way of saying it. He said it about me before. I love the spotlight. I no question. I'm an attention whore. But I like it when I'm creating it only. I do not like it, I think, when it's put on me and it's not me. Like that. When someone's, I don't know, it's really weird. Maybe I'm just
a lot of us are like that. A lot of us, like, Jay doesn't feel comfortable being like, hey, you're the guy, I want pictures with you or sign something. I don't like that either. I don't feel like it's warranted. But you take it to a whole new level.
Dude, I'm telling
you.
You, I don't know
literally will duck under a table and run out of the room. It's just weird.
I know, man. And it's like, I will say, I was talking to my mom about how, and it was really nice that Mike actually told me on Saturday that he thought I did a good job. And it was very nice. And I was like, I thought it was really nice of you, and I appreciate it and stuff, I guess. But
I guess.
But I told my mom, I know I'm not making money doing comedy, but that's the reason I do it. I do think that things like I did it that night. I mean, I guess you thought I was funny, so that's enough for me. And if I was, that's why, because I learned. Yeah. I've learned enough doing stage stuff. Even if I suck, even if there's 5 people, like I blew ass on Monday, it helped me out in times like. Well, and it's why I do it. To be honest with you, I don't think I'll ever make it, but I think it helps me on this show. I think it helps my.
Well, then use it as a tool and get some.
Yeah.
I am comfortable in my entire skin, except when it comes to talking to girls.
Not that Lisa necessarily would have given you any.
Right.
It's not really the point
I
here.
will say this, and I don't want to talk too much. Like, I feel bad. I almost feel bad that she's even, because I don't know if
well, no, it just struck Jay and I both. Were like, look at this girl. She's more beautiful than anyone you've ever even met.
I know, dude.
And she's talking to you at length. At length, she's talking to you. You're single, and she's single, and Jay and I are just going, oh, yeah, I mean.
Come on, Big E.
The biggest.
Man, make a move.
You can try and close it at least. Nobody's going to rag on you for the attempt.
Right. I'll say this, and like I said, I feel bad. I don't know. Feel bad for. Like I always she's getting specifically, but she was there, so whatever. So I hope she's okay with this. But I will say the only thing that bummed me, the thing that I realized that bummed me out the most was she very clearly at one point asked me like, so what do you got any plans after this? And I kind of just said nope, not. Probably going home. I realized that was the one thing. If I will say, even for me, as bad as I am, if I could do, I wish I would have been like, I could have probably said something, I guess.
Really? You think? By the way, it's worth noting that when E walked in the door, she's sitting there and she goes, hi, Eric. And he's like, ah. And she goes, do you recognize me? Nope. Nope.
I didn't say like that.
Did you really not recognize her?
I really didn't remember.
You weren't playing a game?
No.
She's trying to play it off. She's going, well, my hair's a little curlier than.
No,
like,
you look pretty much the same.
No, you look almost identical to when we saw you.
A month ago.
Yeah, a month ago. And Eric spent half the night drinking with you, and, we hung out at your event. Yeah, it's remarkable that you didn't recognize her.
Well, I know we don't have to, I know we got other stuff in the show to talk about, so we don't have to talk about this. That I know you're the one talking about it, but I will say though, dude, I swear to God though, like when you say, I'm telling you, if tomorrow you told me I could do comedy in front of 5,000 people, it wouldn't bother me. But like, and doing the show, when I'm doing the show, when we're on the mic, and even at the live event, and there's people, and I'm saying, oh, this is Merck's wife, and this lady, and like when I'm on the show again, it's like it's a different thing, and then the minute it's done to me,
But you do the same thing in the regular situation. Like when the mics go off, my mom, you're like, that lady over there, old lady over there.
Because
like you'd call my mom old lady in front of her. You said that our one guest wife was old. You called her an old lady, didn't you?
Pam,
I think, or something. The older lady. It's like, really?
The best way I can put it is this is the
Remarkable.
only time I feel comfortable. Like I feel comfortable doing this. If we were doing an interview here, if we had brought in some cheerleaders or something, like say the Lions had cheerleaders and we brought them in and they were going to come in here and talk.
Or the Dallas Cowgirls.
Or yeah, whatever, that's fine. And if we were on the show, I could probably sit there and make sly remarks on the side while you guys were talking or this or that. But it would be like if you turn it once it was done, I'd probably just be like I'd feel weird to even talk to them. Like why would they be talking to me? So
Yeah, you would.
anyway,
It's odd. The whole thing was odd.
so whatever. It was a good time though. I liked it. Other than that, I had a blast Saturday. It was nice meeting everybody and stuff.
Well, yeah. Thanks everybody for coming out again. It was a good first run for us. It was a lot of fun.
Yep.
Ed had an amazing food spread, and I hope everybody had a good time. There's a lot of pictures posted on our site. Most of them we don't look that good in, but you can kind of get the feeling for what's going on there. And yeah, we'll post more. We've got a ton of pictures and stuff, and later on maybe we'll discuss E not doing a shot and some other conversations we had with him. But I did want to mention Zott Ford, the fine folks at Zott Ford who are helping us bring you this show. If you listen to the Detroit Cast, you're in the market for a new car, make a trip to Zott Ford. They can save you $500 on your trade-in when you tell them the Detroit Cast sent you. Plus, Zott Ford has an award-winning service department as well. You can save 10% on your repairs, too, if you tell them the Detroit Cast sent you. A fun, good-time dealer with the hottest sales staff in Oakland County. Call them on it. Go make them show you the hottest sales staff in Oakland County. It's Zott Ford in Holly, just off of I-75. East 98 is the exit there. And, yeah, go play some ping pong, play some foosball.
Buy a new card, trade one in.
Mm-hmm.
Pre-owned department sells every make and model. So
Yeah.
they'll
very
have
good.
something for you.
Yep. Also, let's see. We haven't even mentioned what we're going to get into today.
Did you mention it's a big show?
Dare I say?
Big.
It is a big show. We might even make a call today.
Yeah, I think we might.
Yeah. We tried a couple weeks ago, right, to call the World Clown Association.
Right.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did try. They didn't pick up, right?
They didn't
Or
pick
something?
up.
Those
Yeah.
creepy-ass clowns were walking around California, then France.
Yeah,
Walking
exactly.
around scaring people.
And some of the articles we started reading had the World Clown Association was making comment about it. And so we want to call them. Unfortunately, clowns apparently keep bankers' hours. So it gets a little difficult to pinpoint a spokesclown. But
Baker's hours.
so we'll try them in a little bit here. Baby Gorillas, the giraffe, naming the giraffe, fuckface. That's my submission.
It's not on the list, unfortunately.
God damn it!
I know.
There's a list out.
Yeah, the guy's bailing on it. We'll talk about it.
What?
I know.
You paid the money and now whatever.
I'm
Okay.
pissed. I just wanted a fair shot for fuckface to be on there, and I don't think it's even a possibility.
Maybe we could write it in.
Can we do a writing candidacy?
He's got a multiple choice. What he did is he's listing it.
Could you imagine if like 5,000 Detroit Cast fans all did a write-in for fuckface the giraffe?
It was just not. Yeah.
Go viral with fuckface. You can introduce the new baby giraffe to the world.
And it's fuck face with a PH.
Spook face.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we'll allow them to spell it P-H-U-C-K, just so they can say, oh, it's fuckface. Fuckface.
Don't dirty.
Fuckface.
Fucking-
Fuckface. Fuckface. But then all of us would know. Yeah, that's the giraffe. Fuckface.
I freaking love Joe Dirt. Remember, you're like Joe, it's Deer Tay, and the guy, don't try to clean it up, boy. It's dirt. It's dirt.
Dear day.
Deer Tay.
Face.
It's a great movie.
Fuckface.
Face. Would it have a what do you call those? An amendment or
An amendment.
no, like an
Finish
artress
the thought.
or
No, go ahead.
the
Finish.
little French thing that goes on top of with words.
Don't know what
It's
Sharma.
like a
Go ahead,
comma,
finish.
Oh, you
Like
mean
a
the
comma,
squiggly?
but not.
No, like
Are you talking about a yeah, where you get Maglio or Donez,
Yeah.
where you
Oh,
get the
the Enye?
yens.
yeah.
Enye.
Enye.
Is that on French words or no?
No, that's Spanish.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, whatever.
that's why it's on French words.
It's only on N's, so we'd have to put an N in the name fuckface.
Fuckface, Jay.
That shows how little I know
Fuckface.
about other languages.
Can we add Fuckface to the shirt?
Yeah.
My God,
What?
when are these shirts gonna be out?
Soon. We are doing a holiday shirt this year, the 2014 Detroit Cast holiday shirt, and
These are cool. If you saw them last year, it's really cool how they did it. I wasn't
Yeah.
around, but loved it. They put all the phrases and words that they used during the year into a tree, kind of
Yeah, the words made up the
Yeah.
tree design.
Yeah, the design.
It is
So-
going to have to be a forest almost this time, though.
Yeah,
We have a lot.
We have a lot. You'd be surprised at how many terms have "God damn it" and Fukfase, Lakes Minivan USA.
I forgot about Lakes Minivan USA.
Yeah, you went to his trial.
I know, I
Are you
saw him in
serious? How did,
person.
of all people,
You're the only one who's seen him.
lawyer, boom, dare I say a big show? Like there's a ton, it's 100 of them at least.
Yeah.
Well over 100 of them. So yeah, we're working on that right now. So we'll have that out soon for the holidays. We touched on this at the remote. The Americans freed in North Korea.
By Dennis Rodman.
Right. He's not getting any of the credit.
Oh,
Believe it or not, yes. Kenneth Bay arrived home after years of imprisonment in North Korea, expressing his gratitude to
Obama.
the U.S. government for securing his release and revealing that his time there offered lessons. Learn lessons. The only lesson he should learn is stay the fuck out of North Korea.
Yeah, what lessons did he learn other than why the hell would you go to South Korea? Or
North Korea.
Whatever.
He's the one that left the Bible in the hotel room,
Yes.
right? How ridiculous. And the other guy, Matthew Miller, he tore up his visa.
Why,
Isn't that what he did over there?
why would you go there? Like, I'm not. What
Well, there's
ever
lots of
be-
missionaries that go there.
Yeah, human
get-
rights organizations go over there and try to.
heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same
wannabe
people-
heroes.
Same people who are getting Ebola and
Right.
Liberia.
Yeah. Well, the missionaries are over there teaching the Lord's name and the Lord's work and getting themselves in shit. To me, it's like if you go over there and you get caught up in whatever the fuck is going on in that country, good luck. I don't think you waste a moment's time dealing with those people. Sorry.
You're so nice.
Well, no, I mean, if you're going over to, like, do you really think anybody's going to go into North Korea and fix what's going on there? They've closed
Yeah,
themselves off to
yeah.
the rest of the world. Like, if you go there, you're taking your own risk. It's like going to plant your flag for a princess's land.
Yeah,
there.
right.
Like,
In between
dude-
the Sudan and Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go over there, and that's on you, dude.
These war-torn areas.
Yeah, that know nothing but war and think nothing about killing you. Have no respect for human life. Zero respect for
Mhm.
human life. Yeah, I don't know why anyone goes there. I guess I'm happy for their family. He came back. He didn't want Korean food though. It's like, I've
Can
eaten
imagine.
2 years worth of Korean food. I want pizza. And
Hell
so,
yeah. What would you want after 2 years? What would you crave the most?
Piece of ass.
Well, aside from that,
Food.
piece of ass. Of course.
You asked what I'd want. I don't know. Let's see. Probably Mexican food. I love Mexican food. Tacos, burritos. The burrito.
The burrito.
Burrito.
Yeah. Chipotle.
What would you want? Not Chipotle. No. Chipotle's not bad, but I'd go somewhere better.
Yeah, burrito's a good call. That
Yeah.
might be it, or a big steak.
Oh yeah, good fillet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pizza.
Pizza,
After eating a bunch
Chicken
of
wings.
noodles and rice for 2 years, fuck, you want a
fingers.
steak.
chicken fingers with
No, pizza.
ranch.
Pizza, dude.
Because the meat you're eating in that food over there,
Is it
it's,
meat?
it's not.
Yeah.
It's not quality steak, I'm sure.
No.
Not
um,
Flamin' Young.
Let's see. I thought this was interesting though. They landed Saturday night at Washington State Military Base after a U.S. intelligence official secured their release. I didn't know Rodman was a top U.S. Intelligence
My
official,
God.
but whatever. Bay, surrounded by family members, spoke briefly to the media after the plane carrying him and Miller landed. He thanked Obama and the people who supported him and his family. He also thanked the North Korean government for releasing him.
What about Dennis Rodman?
Yeah, not much for Rodman.
Number 10.
Now this is where I thought it got a little weird. The story, his plans for the near future include rest and food and reconnecting with friends and family. Neither, pay attention to this. So he's in North Korea for a couple years.
me no speaking Chinese.
I'm speaking English. He's in North Korea in a prison doing hard labor, breaking rocks for 2 years. Supposed to be there for 15 years. He gets released, flies here. Neither his wife nor his children could make it back to Seattle in time for his homecoming.
Nice,
What?
nice
What?
family.
Wait,
It's like a
what?
Bergdahl situation.
Yes, which we haven't heard any more of.
No.
Crazy.
Can you think
It's in the
about
Astronome
that?
file, though, so he's making progress on it. at
Right.
least. No shit, dude. After 2 years, you just said it yourself. What would you want most? A piece of ass. Your wife doesn't show up? Your
Your
kid
wi-
doesn't show
Your
up?
wife and kids don't show up, but they plan to get together at Thanksgiving.
Oh, good. It's at the 27th?
Thanksgiving. They said, oh, we're going to...
Like I could see if they said, oh, wow, we didn't know they were being released until Friday night. We couldn't get a flight
Right.
in 24 hours back to Seattle. We're
Be
on
there
the
Sunday.
East Coast. We'll be there on We'll drive. We'll see you on Monday. Thanksgiving?
What's
And
going
thanks-
on?
And meet up.
It doesn't make any sense.
It sounds like when you say you plan to meet up, it's more just like, we're gonna, Thanksgiving, we'll plan to meet up. It's not even.
Well,
it's
it's not even definite plans.
It's not like, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to give it a shot. Good old college try and see if we can't work things out to maybe hook up on Thanksgiving. Seems like he doesn't want to see them or they don't want to see him.
Strained relationship of some sort.
Yeah, which maybe answers why he was in North Korea peddling Bibles and whatever else he was doing over there. His sister said she was thrilled to have her brother home and that he bears no ill will over his ordeal, although he still has warm feelings for the North Korean people. She doubted her brother would return to that country soon.
What? Soon.
Yeah, she doubts he'll go back anytime soon.
Yeah.
How about never?
First and foremost, we thank God. I have to thank President Obama as well.
No Dennis Keith Rodman.
No Dennis Keith
That's
Rodman.
Mentioned in
ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty ridiculous too. See, Nigeria.
Yeah, GLJ, another problem.
Well, I mean, what do you expect him to do? I mean, he's had his hands full. He's gotten through the World Cup.
Oh, God.
Those 300, then 200 girls
Wait.
sort of returned. Oh, no, they weren't.
Well,
They got married and
I like how
living happily ever
yeah,
after.
that was the good news.
the
Good
world,
news.
like,
Bad news was they weren't coming home. Good news is they're happily married.
They found love, and that
you mentioned the World
To
Cup
all
as if
219
it's
of
a
them.
real thing. It was a soccer tournament that he just went and watched for like a week or two.
Yeah, but he was into it.
took a week or two.
Dude, you were into it.
Yeah.
You've never been a soccer fan. GLJ's been a
Not running
big-time fan his whole life.
I'm not running a country either.
Well, that's perks of being the leader. Anyway, a suicide bomber disguised in a school uniform detonated explosives at a high school assembly in one of the Nigerian cities, killed at least 48 students.
Holy shit,
Wow.
man.
Imagine that on American soil. Like 48 kids killed at a suicide bombing. Soldiers rushed to the scene, grisly with body parts. They were chased away by a crowd throwing stones and shouting at them. Throwing rocks at the teams coming to help them because they're mad at them, thinking they haven't done enough to stop this problem. With
Yeah,
these
you were saying that
assholes.
vigilantism is getting really, really big there, right?
Yeah,
They're just
there's
going, GLJ, he can't do shit. He's not
Well,
doing shit.
I don't know that that's fair. I don't know that that's
Fair or
what they
not.
say.
Fair or not. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
That's the perception, fair or not.
I mean,
It's a
he's got his
perception.
hands full in the north. A lot of this is going on in the south. So,
Big
I mean, you
country.
can't be in two places at once. And shit is handled in the north. Trust me. I have that on good authority. He is running for president again. He's probably a lock.
He's got a lot of re-election, probably campaign trail. He's got,
Yeah.
debates to be done.
He's got to pick and choose his battles.
Kissing babies, shaking hands.
That's right. That's right.
It's a big country.
He's a very bad man.
That
Our
guy.
listener.
How crazy! That guy's golfing with a Nigerian, and he kind of goes, "Hey, good luck, Jonathan."
Yeah, it's
Sorry
bad.
about it. Like I could
Very, very bad
Dude.
man.
could you just see his face getting real serious and kind of be like, "No, no,
No. I don't know where you're getting your information about GLJ 69, as you call him. He's a very, very bad man.
Oh, no, Mike Walters on the Detroit cast really seems to like him.
So does Jay Detroit Cast.
Well, Jay's a little more skeptical than you, but
I don't know that that's necessarily
Far
true.
more skeptical.
Well, you know,
I demand more.
you do out of your leaders. I just don't have that much faith in the public leaders. GLJ, on the other hand, I mean, he's got his hands full. Yes, that's fair,
it's
but
a big country, man.
it is a big
I
country.
mean,
A suicide bomb in the same city killed 30 people a week ago.
wow.
So 78 people.
Oh, you're
in a
right.
week.
Think about that happening here. Like, what was that? The state of Washington shooting a couple weeks back. 5 people dead now.
Mhm.
It's 5, and you see the press that gets and the
Huge.
the attention. Think about somebody blowing something up in a crowded mall, or
It's not easy to kill 48 people. at
You're
once.
right.
You know
You're
how
right.
big of a boom that has to be to wipe out
Right.
48 people at once? I mean, Columbine, what did they kill? 17 people?
I don't know.
If that, at Columbine?
I don't know.
They went in there with full assault rifles. Look at my man.
He always has a hat on.
Yeah, it's a good look for him. He knows
Sort
what
of
works well for
Sort
him.
of like Brett Michaels and his do-rag. You never see him without it. I wonder what's under there.
13 people.
The hair comes with it if you take the rag off, I bet.
I bet you
13
do.
people killed. Columbine. Think about how massive Columbine was. What are the most people that have ever been killed at a school explosion or shooting in America?
You know what I never
Probably 13.
Mhm.
You know what I never realized? That was on April 20th. 420.
But
was.
What does that mean?
Stoners.
Oh,
All right, 420.
13 though, yeah.
So they were, and the other thing is, these kids are at the school waiting for a.
Real responsible, Beth. We're doing a radio show here. No big deal.
I told her to bring her over.
By the way, Virginia Tech, before people email in, 32.
no
Were
shit.
32 killed at Vatech?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, just
A little Asian dude got 32 people?
Would have never guessed that.
Thank you, Beth. Have a good night at work. So they had two.
I'm sorry, I don't speak
What does that
Japanese.
have to do with anything?
What?
He was Asian.
Oh.
But yeah, he was Asian, the shooter at Vatech. Some 2,000 students had gathered for this assembly, and this guy walked in. They were waiting for the principal to come speak to this technical school. People heard this deafening explosion. You can imagine how massive that would be for 48 lives to be lost.
Oh my God.
This guy says I was blown off my feet. People started screaming and running. I saw blood all over my body. 79 students were admitted to this hospital. It was so they were so serious. They required amputations on a lot of them. I don't know if you've seen pictures of this scene. They were 2 to a bed in the hospital.
Oh my God.
So they've got people. Imagine that in an American hospital.
No.
Dude, you're there, you're bleeding head to toe, and they're going to cut your arm off, but you're sharing this literally like a twin bed, not even the twin bed, with E. And he's half hanging off the bed because you're hogging the bed, Jay. I mean, you just are. You're a big guy, and you're hogging the bed. Yeah, 2 to a bed is how they're stacked. Just think about this. It's insanity. And now we're going to get critical of GLJ, the one guy that can do something about it. I mean, come on. The guy's some slack. Anyway, this bomber appeared to have hidden this in a rucksack, which is popular with students there. I don't know what a rucksack is. I'm assuming it's like a backpack.
It is. Yep.
Yeah. So I guess these guys are getting cute and sewing the bombs into these rucksacks. So he walked in like that, and yeah, I don't know. And wait till they start dipping the clothes in the bomb liquid so they can detonate them on planes and shit. That's coming. So many Nigerians, they say, are very, very angry.
Yeah, and like you said,
Boko
the
Haram.
vigilantes, or what we mentioned, this is a growing thing. And you were telling me earlier,
Yeah.
they're armed with machetes and sticks.
Yeah.
And they're trying to make a
Yeah.
stand against these guys.
Yeah.
Who have anti-aircraft.
Rocket propelled grenades,
Yeah.
anti-aircraft weapons, tons of AKs, tons of AK-47s, and what they're doing, it's called Citizen JPT or something like that is the name of the vigilante group, and it's one guy started it a couple of years ago after people were just disappearing from his village. They were just killing people, stealing people.
Mhm.
Like you'd be working on your farm, 40-year-old guy working on his farm, Boko Haram comes up and takes you away from your family, and you're just gone. And they're doing all these explosions too. And so this guy rounded up local kids, and literally with a machete and sticks is what they started with. They started getting donations from people, and they bought like old school muskets with wood handles.
No
yeah,
shit.
they're trying to take these guys on like
Well,
that.
what did we learn from the Ewoks? If you're well organized
Yeah.
and you've got a lot of them, you can take out stormtroopers,
Well,
heavily armed stormtroopers.
yeah, but they had the ability to hide and blend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, the Ewoks just look like cute, cuddly guys.
You
don't
saw
they?
what they did.
The arrows?
You saw what they did, dude. They took out this. You don't remember Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, I do. Of course I
They
do.
took out some very high tech.
Jay is a very big Star Wars nerd, isn't he? By
Yeah.
the way, because he
Loves
knows like
Star-
literally side characters. He knows.
Dude,
everything.
he's got a
fucking
strong
Ewoks,
memory.
they're-
I know, but I'm saying
He's got a strong memory.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying anything against it. I'm just saying, like every time
I-
Star Wars comes up, like
No,
he doesn't
actually,
just-
I've mentioned things on here and been called out hard, big time on email. People, go, oh my God, you mentioned like the planet Endor. It's a moon.
Oh my!
I swear to God, somebody went on for like 2 paragraphs about
Oh
how
my
it's a
God.
moon and not a planet,
That's
and
hilarious.
then some other shit. So I'm loosely a fan, but
You're a pretty big fan.
loosely. You're not loosely. Sorry. You like it.
Yeah, but
Bigger
Star
than
Wars
average.
people are freaks, though. They get super serious about it. They'll
Oh, yeah.
call you out on everything. They're like Simpsons fans.
And
Simpsons fans can be the same way.
Yeah,
Um,
I can be.
So yeah, these guys are doing their best, and they've got like 5,000 people now trying to fight these guys, and they're so overmatched and so overwhelmed.
It's an Ewok situation.
It is.
They can do it.
It is, and
I have faith.
They are doing that. They've broken into camps and shit. One guy stepped away. Was the leader of this vigilante group. He stepped away when his daughter died of the measles. Imagine your kid dying of the measles. Isn't
Damn.
that kind of like the chicken pox? Measles, chicken pox, kind of the same family.
Yeah. No, I've heard of people dying from the measles though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's serious for
All
sure. But yeah, and then he has to go and take over his tribe of Ewoks and try to attack these guys again. That's tough. God bless America, dude.
Yeah.
Glad we live here in this time.
Oh God.
In this time.
Honestly.
I know, I agree.
No,
Stop it.
Look at what they're doing. It's archaic. The element of surprise, some ingenuity.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did they even wear this armor? It literally protects
Oh God.
jack shit.
Some asswipe's gonna overdub the movie.
Who's overdubbing Star Wars? You know,
Asswipes are.
Like,
Everybody thinks they're a fucking entertainer. Why do I even wear this suit? Dorks.
funny.
So the donor that gave that 50 grand to name the
baby giraffe.
Yeah, Fukfase is what we were pulling for.
He totally pussed out. He put it out there to the public. He's like, well, I can't. This is too big for me.
Why would you give that?
I'm going to give a multiple choice to the public.
Why would you give that to the public?
That's so foolish. I don't know.
So what are the I'm expecting like Cumshot, Fukfase, Dickhead. I would have gone fine with Dickhead.
Cock and balls.
Cock and balls would be good. First, middle, last. Cock and balls. Yeah. They went with Kopano.
Oh, they're like going on the African theme, kind of.
Botswana.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Meaning united. Boring. That's worth 50 grand, right? $50,000.
Yeah.
Usawa, which means equality in Swahili.
Jesus.
You sound like Survivor tribe names.
Yeah.
I hate that when they give them these stupid names.
The Usawa tribe?
Yeah. Like, oh, that means, integrity.
Yeah.
And
the Kopana tribe versus the...
Integrity, you're right. They'll be like,
it's
yeah.
bullshit.
And then they're like, yeah, they get all into it.
Well, this is why we chose this, Jeff.
I know. I was the one thing I was always interested in that show was like because you're allowed one item. I always was very interested.
Do they still do that?
I don't know.
I remember they did
watched
that early on, and
I haven't watched
it's sort of. I think that flamed out after a while. They started changing the rules, like, no, we're gonna have villains versus good guys now, or family members on there. That show's changed a lot in terms of.
I can't believe it's still on.
Well, it's
good.
much the same, but they've given wrinkles to it.
It's very cheap to do.
Oh, I know, but it's still doing.
And we'd be
good, though.
amazed at what season that's in. I mean, it
like
has
20.
been on forever.
But they do like 2 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been.
And they've done like All Stars and all that shit, and they have guys back.
Did you watch it?
My boys will sometimes have it on. They dig the process of it. It's interesting. I watched the first couple seasons.
Yeah, with Dick Hatch.
Yeah.
Whose son, by the way, who was adopted, is also gay.
Oh wow, what a
little known fact.
coincidence.
Crazy.
Coincidence, crazy, isn't that weird? Whatever. Shingo is the other name. So Kopano, Usawa, and Shingo. Shingo is Swahili for neck. The worst names ever. We came up with 3 much better names.
Just like off the cuff.
Think
if we thought about it.
Yeah. Ase.
Dude, you know when that debuted in America, dude? Survivor.
Hold on. Let me guess. 99.
Close, dude.
98.
97.
Wow.
I just can't believe it's been on since 97.
I know.
Like when I think of 97, I still don't really think of reality television yet. I really kind of, when I think of reality television, I still more think like 2000, early 2000s when it.
Will it hit 20 years? Do enough people watch that still?
I think it still does pretty well.
Yeah, I think it does. Crazy. So anyway, I don't know. They act like they have a name for this. I looked for this name today and I couldn't find it. Maybe a simple Google search would have done it, but stories like this came up saying they were going to announce the winner on the 10th. So I don't. They also said that day they were going to announce the name. So maybe he tried to go with Fukfase and they wouldn't let it go.
They're conflicted. They're not sure what to do. Yeah.
And then we had a baby gorilla died. San Francisco, in a tragic zoo accident. I don't know how that happened, but he was crushed to death.
It looks like they do have the winner.
What is it?
Says on
Please be Fukfase. Please.
Because it says on the Dallas Zoo website, it says the winner is Capono or Capano.
Aim.
Capano or whatever it is.
Capano. Hey, this is Capano.
Isn't it cute? I'm gonna go 50 grand guy.
Yeah.
Boring.
That's Botswana. It means united.
Oh.
This is our new edition, Copana. It means united. And you have to
If you're
explain
gonna
that.
pay $50,000, you don't have to name it a swear. I mean, I would too. But if you're gonna pay $50,000, wouldn't you
Name him
something
Carl.
creative
Yeah.
or something stupid maybe? Or
Yeah, this
kinda
is Bill.
Or like
This
a
is
maybe
Bob.
Tornado. Something just ridiculous.
something that you would know it was like. People would kind of know, oh, like, that's Eric. That's something like me. If I did it, maybe I'd name him a Simpsons character and force it to be a Simpsons thing or something.
It is a very cheese dick way out, whoever did this.
Yeah.
Why even do it then? Why pay the money and then just...
Yeah. Much better things you could waste your money on than going with a name they probably would have gone with anyways.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. That is a zoo name right there.
Yeah.
Capano. It's
Lame.
Swahili.
Ugh. Meaning neck. Boring.
Ooh, is that the gorilla?
That's a gorilla. That's not young Khabib, who was a female gorilla in San Francisco, was being put to bed Friday night.
Wait, its name is Khabib?
Yeah.
See, exactly. That's a zoo name.
Yeah.
Somebody named that, Khabib. It
Khabib.
means whatever. In
Look up what
Botswana.
Khabib means. I guarantee it means like K-A-B-I-B-E. Khabib. Khabib?
Like peace offering in Swahili.
Yeah.
Some bullshit. Look at that little cutie.
Yeah. Hi,
Look at him.
Khabib. Look at his little hat.
Yeah.
He got a little hat on.
Just one chromosome away.
Little lady.
Ah,
There you go.
Yeah. The zoo named it Little Lady.
Swahili?
African.
African.
Yeah.
General
Same
African.
difference.
Lame. Fukfase. If that was Fukfase, look at that. Look at that. Like, oh, this is our newest addition to the San Francisco Zoo, Fukfase. Related to Dick Fosse from the African Fasi tribe. I don't know. I love the blue hat, though. He looks like he's died. Looks like E.T.
Yeah.
Kind of looked like a narrow-faced E.T.
Yep.
Khabib.
Wow.
Kebab. Khabib darted away when they were putting him down to bed, like children do. They don't want to go to bed. So darted, and they've got a hydraulic door system.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and Khabib, my man Khabib,
Like an Indiana Jones situation?
totally. Yeah,
Reached back for the hat and didn't make it.
yes, and was crushed. Totally crushed.
Was
Khabib.
this in sight of people, or like could people have seen this, or would have been,
Well, they were putting her to bed.
Oh,
I don't know, maybe, or her. I'm sorry. They say she's one of the zoo stars, little lady, my lady, Khabib, my lady. They celebrated her first birthday with a party this summer. Families visiting the zoo said they were sad to hear this weekend. Annabelle, my daughter, was all excited about seeing the gorillas, and we didn't see any.
Oh.
Oh, it's all about you and your daughter.
How many times have you been to the Detroit Zoo and they have that big, expensive gorilla or chimp exhibit, the chimp exhibit, that kind of sprawls in the middle of the zoo? Dude, you never see dick in there.
Yeah.
You walk by there and it's like,
Sometimes
nothing. You have to go inside the little observatory area where they have them caged off, and you can see them like sitting there whacking off or
Hating
whatever.
life.
Yeah, totally
I'm
hating.
serious.
Yeah, I know. Sitting in
Yeah.
the corner, just like going stir crazy.
I wish I was in a jungle.
But
wish I was in a jungle.
when
wish
you're
I was in a
outside, you
jungle.
don't see dick out there. That exhibit is worthless.
I went to the zoo. I actually did go to the zoo for the first time in a while this summer, and I like seeing animals. And yeah, it was the same thing, man. I mean, honestly, I don't know if they have elephants anymore, but I didn't see any.
They don't.
They don't have elephants
No.
anymore.
They have a couple kick-ass rhinos right there, though.
But who doesn't want to see elephants, man? I don't know. To me,
Yeah, they're kind of standard, aren't they? Like,
It's one of my favorite animals to see at the zoo.
Which one?
Elephants.
Why?
I just
I
like.
mean, you've seen a million of them, though.
Well, that could say about anything.
I like the tigers.
Yeah.
They're just seeing a cat that looks like your house cat.
yeah,
that is
same mannerisms.
humongous. Yeah, they
That is-
yawn the same way and walk the same way.
That's true.
Like Tony.
Yeah.
Is that your cat?
Yeah. Tony the cat.
Tony's the only person you've ever said "I love you" to, isn't he?
It's true.
God damn it!
That is so weird.
I do think. I'm sure as a
I
kid.
didn't mishear that.
No.
This happened on Saturday at the remote. Afterward, we're all standing around having a drink or two, and I don't know how it comes up, but it's mentioned that E has never told his family members that he loves them.
It just feels
You
weird.
have to admit. I mean, that is so on the spectrum, by the way, right?
Well,
Another
no,
sign of the spectrum.
that's what Beth said. Beth said it was because she says that there was an explanation on that, because I told you, I said, like, I'm sure I do, I guess. I'm sure I love them. But I
You're sure you love?
Okay, hold on.
Listen,
but, like,
folks.
saying the words out loud to them, like my mom will all the time on the phone be like, "Okay, I love you." And
Is
I'd
it
be
just
like, "Okay,
uncomfortable?
bye."
Is it uncomfortable at this point because you've never done it and it would feel weird at 30.75
Yeah, I do
to
think
say it?
I do think it's weird that I've never done it. So now if I finally said it once,
It would
it'd
be
be
weird.
a little weird. But
Can we call your mom and just have you say I love you?
I think you should, Eric.
Please.
No.
Just
This is
tell
serious,
your,
dude.
She birthed you. She let you suck on her teat for like 19 years. The least you could do is say I love you.
You sucked them dry, both of them.
Yeah.
I,
You left nothing for your brother, your sister. You hogged it all, and she didn't mind.
yeah,
She was
I don't
game.
know.
I'm not a baby. You need the nursemaid to burp me.
You couldn't tell your mom. Who would it be easier to tell, your dad or your mom?
You go to those romantic
My-
comedies with
my-
your dad.
I only went once and I forced him pretty much. Probably. I don't know. I don't know if I could say it to either of them. I'm sure. I don't
You've
know.
got that sensitivity in you. You watch that
I don't
thing
mind,
about
like,
my stars or whatever. What was that?
Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then
can
cried.
I can sit by myself. If I'm by myself alone, I can sit and watch that stuff and like get emotional. But then when I get into other to people in real life, I have a hard time.
Only Tony, huh?
I tell Tony almost every day, like, "Oh, I love you, Tony."
My God, I'd probably say that 10 times a day.
Well, to your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to Gab.
Yeah. It's like,
That's
dude,
crazy to me. 10 times a day.
honestly.
I don't even know how often if I don't say it to Tony, if I were to not say it
If
to
you
Tony,
take Tony out of the mix.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
then
he's
I don't-
not a
I don't-
person, by the way.
Right.
But that was a quote. The only person I've ever said I love you to is Tony, my cat.
Yeah,
Then I
Tony
guess
doesn't
I
even
don't-
comprehend what you're saying.
then I guess I
Couldn't
don't
care
say
less.
it. I say love it when I refer to I love football or I love.
No, not the same thing. To a human being. When was the last time you said I love you to a human being?
He says he never has.
Have
I
you
don't think I
ever?
have.
You
No.
never in your life have said I love you.
I'm guessing. If
About
I
the
had
girl
to,
in Holland.
if I had to make a real guess, I'm guessing I've said it when I was like 5 or 7, like when I was a little kid. But
Before you learned it was uncomfortable.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
so when you told
remember-
Jay you loved him on Saturday, did that not count?
I didn't say that, did I?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you love Mike? You should love Mike.
Did I say Jay I loved him?
Yes, because someone had written in an email.
Oh,
I
that's
said
me.
he
That's,
hates you.
that's more me just
Yes.
saying I love Jay. That's not like.
Well, the
I-
word came out of your mouth, and Jay
Okay.
said I love you too.
Oh. Well,
I
that's
meant
I don't
it.
see that
You
as
didn't
the
mean
same
it?
thing.
I meant it.
I thought he meant it too.
I meant it more of just generically.
Oh, man.
Yeah, like
Buddy,
I love my boys.
Right.
Do you,
That's how I
do you
meant it.
love Mike? You should.
Yeah, you know what, dude?
Out of all the people, you really should love Mike.
If there was a person, I would probably say it to Mike before I said it to my mom.
Oh, my God.
No, but that would only
He
be.
is sort of the teat at this
but
point.
that would
isn't he?
only that would be after like if I walked tomorrow and Mike just said, "Dude, here's $100,000 or I don't know or something," I'd be like, I would probably cry and tell him I love you.
So you can be bought then, is what you're saying.
Yes, I can be bought.
What if your parents gave you $100,000? God knows they've got it.
Shut up, you asshole.
Would you love them then?
I do love him. I guess.
Dude.
I'm sure.
What about Nana? What about Nana?
I'm sure that I
No,
do.
definitely.
Like,
Nana's
I-
a burden.
Like, I loved my grandpa. I cried hard when my grandpa
How
died
old
in
were
high
you?
school. I was a senior, and I cried a lot.
Why
when
did
he
you love
died.
your grandpa? Did he leave you alone? Did he give you shit?
No, I mean we did a lot of stuff together, I guess. But I mean, I don't think I told him I loved him. Like he was like he taught he was the first person I really like drove a car with. And
Wouldn't that have been great for him to have died knowing that you loved
I'm
him?
sure he knew. I guess.
Are you sure?
How did he die? Rolled his vet?
Shut up. No.
Hey, wait.
Heart something. Had bad
Heart
heart.
what?
Bad heart or something.
What if you practiced on Nana because you
Bad
said that,
heart or something.
Yeah.
All right.
You said Nana isn't as
Yeah.
able to comprehend as she
I
used to be.
have a
What
hard
if
time
you
saying.
practiced?
I have a hard time saying it to. You know why I have a hard time saying it to people is it's just like the hugs. Like the hugs, some of it's uncomfortable, but some of it's just like it's just very emotional to me, and I don't like. I try to stay away from emotional stuff amongst other people. I don't mind it in myself watching a movie by myself in the basement and being like, oh, this is sad and life isn't cool. But saying it to other people is I don't like being emotional around other people. I guess
I'm going to get you to call your mom and say, I love you.
maybe someday.
All right.
Sweet mother of God! What is the holdup?
Khabib is only the latest, by the way, zoo victim. A squirrel monkey named Banana Sam.
Now there's a zoo name. That is a great
Banana
animal.
Sam.
That is a great zoo animal name right there. Banana Sam.
Banana Sam.
Awesome.
Yeah, I like that too. He died last year from heart disease complications. And in 2007, a
Poor little guy.
Siberian tiger named Tatiana.
Tatiana, ha! That was a. What was that? Oh, sorry. That was me being an idiot. That was a Seinfeld thing.
boy,
Never
of
mind. I'm
course it
sorry.
She escaped her enclosure and killed the person before she was fatally shot by cops.
Remember that? Dude, I remember that.
What was she, a tiger?
Yes, and I think, was it a couple guys jumped in there or something after hours and somehow let her out, or it sort of rings a bell.
Really?
It was after hours.
Well, why would you kill her then?
Because she's a
That
rampaging
tiger didn't go crazy. That tiger went tiger. is that Chris Rock?
Yeah.
God, is that funny? And right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that tiger did what tigers do. That's why they're in a cage at the zoo. That's why they're in the enclosure they're in.
Yeah, I feel like a couple guys were in there after hours and were fucking with her, or either let her out or got in there, and the cops had to shoot her.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. Well, give us some elevator music.
Sorry.
There we go. E, what do you think? Just think about the weather today. Did you go run?
I did.
Yeah, was it
awesome.
Good? Yeah, nice crisp morning.
You know
And
what, dude?
It's just a great day, wasn't it?
A day like today, I swear to God, I don't do it that often. But I got done running, and I kind of sat outside, just sat in this chair outside, kind of like, cooling down, whatever. And it was sunny. I looked out, and it was one of those days where I really am like, dude, this is a nice day to be alive. Like,
Wow.
that, that feeling after running, you got the endorphins
Yeah.
are going, and I just looking outside, I'm like, holy fuck, man.
See, you have emotions. You have feelings.
I know.
All right. Sorry, I'm back. And here we go. Now, Beth showed me this video the other day. These guys at home with a full-grown tiger. These dudes are just chilling with it.
Holy shit. It's not full grown, is it?
They're just like college dudes.
Oh my God.
He's licking off their plate.
How awesome is this?
It does look like a young one, but it's big.
Big as shit.
It looks like a cat. It looks like, your cat, but
You're just drinking beer, sitting on the
Beers,
couch.
eating pizza.
Oh!
He's cuddling with them.
Shit, man.
I want a tiger now.
I kind of do too.
He's trying to drink the beer.
Awesome.
He's acting like a house cat.
Yes.
Oh my God.
He's crawling across them.
He has no idea he could just bite that guy's head off if he wants.
He just lops on the couch. Look at those paws.
Holy shit, man.
I think the guy yells at him too. Dude.
Nobody's got food to eat.
Oh shit.
That would be scary a little bit, though.
They don't seem scared.
Not at all. Wow.
You don't like it.
You don't like it. Listen to that dude.
That is awesome.
Can you imagine handler box?
Oh,
No.
that's so
God,
adorable, dude.
it's a house cat. That is amazing.
Jonas?
Jonas. You don't want Jonas chewing on a shirt?
Chew the pillow. It's your camera. Chew the pillow.
They give him a pillow to chew.
That's your couch.
Jonas taking a nap now. Isn't that awesome?
Dude, it's crazy though. At any point, he could just go tiger.
Yeah.
That is. It makes me want a tiger.
Mm-hmm.
These are like, we've all been in a house like that where you're living with, like, right out of college or in college, you're living with like 3 of your buddies, just sitting around watching a shitty TV that's way too loud in the background, eating cold pizza and drinking beers, and this tiger is literally crawling around on their laps and, well, whatever. Jonas, don't eat your pillow. Like you would yell at Monster or Pants upstairs. Wow. Isn't that great? I want one.
Mm-hmm.
I literally want that guy. But yeah, the problem is, even if you get him as a cub,
You're gonna have to give it up.
at some point, well, you figure at some point in his life, Tiger's going to go tiger.
Dude, yeah.
And God forbid he gets out and kills someone else. Yeah.
Or a kid's over and he just, something instinctually triggers and.
Yeah, I would think you probably wouldn't want to have kids over. You had
No.
that. Would you bring Sweet Pie over if I
No way.
if I had a tiger here?
No way.
But she'd love him. Look how adorable
I'm
he
not
is.
sure I'd hang out with a tiger, dude.
Really?
I would after watching this.
I mean, it does make you want one, but damn, dude, it's still a tiger.
You're a cat guy, Jay.
Yeah.
You're a cat guy. Hey, why don't we take a quick time out and then we'll come back and why don't we call some clowns?
Let's try to call the clowns.
Let's call a clown.
Sons of bitches.
We'll get a spokes clown.
Okay.
We'll do it next on the Detroit Cast.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break. The Detroit Cast continues now, bitches. Here's Mike and Jay.
Welcome back to the Detroit Cast, Tuesday version of the show. If you're looking for a new car, want to play some foosball at the same time, maybe some ping pong in the lobby, the hottest sales staff in Oakland County, you're looking at Zott Ford. That's right. Big-time sponsor and help to the Detroit Cast. So if you're in the market for a new car, please help us out and go say hi to those folks. Say hi to Steve for us. It's in Holly. They're the dealership that not only wants to treat you like royalty, but give you an additional $500 on your trade when you tell them the Detroit Cast sent you. So please do that. Zott Ford, located just north of Great Lakes Crossing on Holly Road, just off of I-75 as you head north there. And then do we have something we can put the wraps on?
Yeah, to close the loop on this Tatiana, the tiger story.
Yeah.
This was the tiger that jumped San Francisco Zoo exhibit. She actually jumped, dude. She jumped out of a dry moat over the wall, the retaining wall, and they say, like, that behavior, she would have had to have been provoked by these assholes. There were apparently 3 guys, like, right at closing time who were there, and they found sticks and stuff inside the exhibit that weren't from the exhibit. So they were chucking stuff at her, provoking her in some way. Probably doing the thing like you do with a cat, you know, trying to get it to...
get it to jump.
Fucking leaped out of the thing and killed one of them. Killed one of them,
Good
dude.
girl. And they killed her.
Yes. Then the
That's
cops came.
bullshit.
I know.
See, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. That cat did what cats do.
Yep. It appears the tiger was able to jump from the bottom of the dry moat to the top of the wall and gain enough purchase over the top of the wall, to pull herself out over the moat wall. They wrote.
Imagine the looks on their faces when that cat got to the top.
Yeah.
It was like
they probably did a couple pre-jumps, like didn't make it, you know. And they're like,
Yeah.
whatever. Then, boom. Oh shit!
That's hilarious. That thought where it's like, oh no, I can't outrun this.
Yeah.
I didn't mean when I was peppering you with sticks. What
Poor
an asshole.
Tatiana.
Anyway, yeah, I'd still love to have one. I wouldn't provoke it.
I agree.
Hey, thanks to Megan for the badge specs, by the way. We can't keep our hands off these. They're addicting.
Yeah, they are.
He's over there just clicking them like crazy.
Again, on the spectrum, something that people do with autism, they fiddle with things, play with things. If you notice, E never sits still, never stops fiddling with shit.
I do remember, buddy. Remember I asked the other day when I said, like, my mom had taken me for some kind of testing at one point, and I didn't remember what it was. Maybe I didn't say that on the air. I don't remember if I did or not. But when I was a kid, I do remember at one time going to some place and getting some tests, some kind of thing done. And I asked her about it after the thing because of what
she was all very hush-hush about it.
And she apparently I did something because they said...
That's when you started wearing the helmet?
Will you just let me fucking tell the story? Like, you want to, like... I've never worn a helmet, you asshole.
Don't lash out.
No.
Started riding the short bus?
Nope, never. But I apparently when they did the testing, they thought because of my writing, and you see how my writing can be and stuff, and
we have.
Is that what they call it? Writing? Really?
I think they
I wouldn't characterize it as
they
writing.
did a test to try to see if there was a misconnect from my brain to when I was writing, and I didn't really get the answer to what the.
So when you spell Wright Brothers, WHRITE,
yeah,
is that what they mean?
Maybe. I'm not sure exactly, but apparently there was some. Teachers must have been saying something to them, and I went and did some test to try to see if my brain, if I had if I had a miscue from my brain to down to my hand when I'm writing. And if you remember, I did mention this once, but you might have forgotten. This could be another thing too. When I was born, apparently, when I came out.
Oh no.
Out of your mom's vagine?
Yeah, I mentioned this once, but you guys probably forgot by now. But when I did come out, I actually did have an issue where the cord was around my head. And they had to like.
How much cord was in your mom's vagine that came out?
Oxygen to the brain right when I'm done. What?
I was wondering how much cord was in your mom's vagine.
I do not know the answer to that. But it was wrapped around my neck, so I think there was a little thing there. Right.
Little lack of oxygen.
Yeah. Right when I was.
Wow. Answer some questions.
Does that mean you're fidgeting with the cord in the womb?
Probably.
You know, like you're fidgeting.
Yeah, he's dicking around with it.
Let's see what happens if I put it around my neck.
Trying to beat off in the womb, grab the wrong thing, grab the cord instead.
Anyway.
God.
Hey, let's call
Does
these.
that mean that's the only pussy Eric's ever gotten?
Yeah, right.
I've had sex with 6 girls, so I'll just let you know.
Well, really?
Yes.
1 girl 6 times?
No, 6.
Not well, because he just
including Holy
diagram handed to him the other night. Couldn't have gone that well.
It did not, but that's happened.
Have we established you know where the bean is yet?
Mons pubis.
Whatever you guys want to think is funnier.
Yeah. Hey, let's call these the World Clown Association.
Let's do it.
These are the guys we're looking for comment about those scary clowns, the evil clowns that were terrorizing Northern California and France. And we noticed the person that was giving comment about it was from the World Clown Association. So who better to talk to about this than the World Clown Association? So let's give them a call here on the Detroit Cast.
World Clown Association, this is Andrew.
Hey, Andrew, are you a clown?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not. We were looking for a spokes clown. This is Jay and Mike calling from the Detroit Cast.
Hey, Andrew.
Okay. Your best bet is to talk to either Randy Christensen or Deanna Hartmeyer, who's our president.
Hey, do you have any comment on those crazy, scary clowns that were traipsing through the streets recently?
California and in France?
Well, I don't, but as an organization, we do have a blanket statement that we give for stuff like that.
Do you have any personal kind of feeling about that?
Not that I can comment.
Not that you can share, because it differs so starkly from what the clown organization's company line is.
I didn't say that.
Does it differ at all, Andrew? I mean, you've got your own thoughts on this. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Well, personally, I
didn't have a problem with it.
I kind of agree with Randy Christensen on it, in that they're really not clowns; they're characters.
The distinction between the clown and the character.
The ones terrorizing or regular clowns?
The ones that are terrorizing, to me, are just characters. Just, like you'd have at a haunted house. You have a doctor that's carrying a chainsaw or something like that. You don't consider that a doctor. It's just a scary doctor, So.
Why do you think clowns get such a weird rap all of a sudden? It seems like for a while people have been scared of clowns.
Well, now you're starting to get into because I am I'm the business manager. I can't speak on this.
Now, do people have to have a certain code of ethics to be a part of the World Clown Association?
We do ask that they do that. To sign up, we don't ask that they sign like an oath or anything like that. But if we do find someone that's not adhering to the positive aspects of clowning, if you will.
I was going to say, does it always have to be positive? Why can't it be a little dark,
a little edgy?
Well, we do actually have some members that are like that.
Like, do you consider Krusty the Clown someone who you would welcome into the group?
I find Krusty hilarious.
Really? But he's like a known cokehead, and he's had drug problems. I think he's killed people, gambling problems over the years. Some would consider that a scary clown.
Well, the thing about this, what I find about Krusty is that he's so opposite of. Because I came into the association not, because you asked me about the clown. I came into the association not as a clown. I've known several people that are clowns before I started here, and seeing the positive aspect of it, I think that's why I find Krusty so funny, because he's so opposite of the way of that I know clowns are. But he also shows the, for lack of a better way of putting it, the human side. I mean, he's an individual, but he also doesn't change out of his clown ever. So, but
yeah, well, and he hired that homicidal maniac too. I mean, he had Sideshow Bob working with him, who was trying to murder the Simpson family and Bart. I don't know. I don't know if that's someone I would think that some clowns would want to distance themselves from a character like him. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to run your organization. But, no, not at all.
Well, again, you asked me, not as the association. And
fair
again,
enough.
this is you can't quote me on any of this.
You're the business manager.
You can't quote me on any of this.
You're the top guy, right? Right under Randy?
Not quoting anything either.
Randy's really the guy running the show. Randy and Deanna.
Yeah, Deanna's the president. Randy's the president-elect. He'll be the president when he's sworn in for the convention.
And they're both total clowns.
Yes.
Okay.
Where are they? Are they there?
No, Deanna is in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and Randy's out of Wilmar, Minnesota.
Who's watching you?
My cat.
Mike Hat?
Mike.
Oh, your cat. Like Mike Hat.
I was hired as an independent contractor to handle the phone calls, the insurance program, stuff like that.
Are they listening to these calls? Are they screening to make sure you're on top of things and handle it on a professional clown manner?
No, they pretty much. Obviously, if they start getting complaints, they'll say something, but generally, no.
We've got a lot of power right now, then.
we could complain directly to Randy. Have you ever thought about being a clown? I mean, now that you're involved, have you been kind of tempted to?
Well, I've actually, me and my family went through clown classes.
What's that like?
It was interesting.
Yeah.
I've done a couple parades. It's just not my cup of tea.
Why not? What did you end up not liking about it?
Well, mostly it takes forever to put the makeup on.
Do you do the traditional white and then do the big red around your mouth and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that the origin of women painting their lips red is to mimic the vagine? Were you aware of that?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, and I wonder, with the clowns with their big, enlarged mouths, does that represent, the engorged vagine?
Maybe,
so to speak, the majora, the menorah. I don't know. It's an interesting thought.
Yeah. Our historian Bruce Johnson, he would know that. He knows all the stuff about clown history and stuff like that.
Of course, Johnson would know.
I read something that many Native American tribes used to use clowns, and one of the things I read about this one particular tribe was that the clown would oftentimes masturbate and whip his semen all over the spectators. You ever heard of anything like that? Because that doesn't sound funny to me. That doesn't sound like clowning. That sounds like a total asshole.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very clownish at all.
No.
I wonder if Johnson would know about that.
Would that go against your code of conduct, pretty much?
Yeah, I think that would definitely go against the code of conduct.
I got to tell you, if you sent a clown over to my house and he started whacking off in front of people, I'd be livid.
Yeah, we'd punch him in that big red nose.
Yeah.
That big red nose would just right in. Kind of like Marty Moose's mouth.
I remember Marty Moose. What other clowns do you think are representative of the group? I mean, we established Krusty.
How about Bozo? He's kind of a classic, right?
Yeah, Bozo's a classic, and Cookie.
Cookie.
Yeah.
John Wayne Gacy?
No.
The guy from It?
No.
No?
No.
See, you don't embrace those, but they're clowns nevertheless.
They are. That's fair.
Quite famous.
It's interesting. Not our current one, but our previous vice president, Bob Neal, he was actually on the Des Plaines Police Department when Gacy was arrested.
What was he brought in as an expert clown because of the situation?
No, he was actually a police officer.
Oh.
Did that inspire him to get into the clowning?
I don't know.
Because Gacy, he didn't dress as a clown. He painted clowns, wasn't that it? I mean, he murdered a bunch of kids too. But
I think he dressed as a clown too. Because I remember seeing a couple of pictures of him dressed as a clown. But I don't know.
Oh, you're right. He would dress as a clown. He also buried like 30 kids under his house. But
see, you guys are
kind
are fighting that uphill perception. When you've got Gacy, you've got the It clown. Man, it's. And then these guys, recently in California walking around at night with the creepy stuff. That's
machetes.
Makes it tough for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, gentlemen, I would love to speak about this all day, but I do have work to get. I can give you Randy's number or Deanna's number if you want an actual quote.
Sure, we can take both.
Okay. Deanna's number is 204-781-8882. And Randy's 320-235-2019.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it.
Like I said, everything we talked about is completely off the record.
Whoa.
We're not going to blow your cover. Don't worry about it.
I thought you were talking on behalf of the company, like as the spokesperson, the spokesclown.
No.
Oh.
No, I made that clear from the beginning. I was not.
Oh. I misunderstood that, and you misrepresented that.
Forget everything you heard, people.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are live on the air?
No. Maybe. It's okay.
Oh boy. How do you get the toothpaste back in the tube on this one?
Boy, is my face red.
Woo!
You guys never said you're live on the air.
Oh. Yeah. I thought we mentioned. Eric, you're supposed to tell him before we went on the air.
Oh, is my face red?
We thought our handler was.
So what do we do now? Should we tell Randy about this, or should we not? Should we not tell Randy?
Oh boy.
Should we just let it go?
Go ahead.
What's that?
Obviously, if this has been aired, there's nothing I can do about it now. But yeah, just give Deanna a call.
Okay, I will. I don't think you were too controversial.
Little bit. I mean, the way
Okay.
you accepted kind of that whole Native American clowning.
Yeah.
But
that's all right.
it'll be all right. I mean,
I won't say anything to Randy or Deanna if you won't.
Okay.
All right, cool. Oh, God, that poor bastard. Wait, I was very clear. I was not speaking on behalf of the Clown Association. You're the Clown Association, you clown. What?
you're the business manager of the Clown Association.
There's just something weird about the business manager answering the phone. I just expected, hello, hello. Poor guy.
That honking noise.
He's going through right now, for real. Like,
Yeah,
he
he's probably
seemed-
going, oh, God
He
damn it.
seemed legitimately like, oh no.
Mm-hmm. They'll teach him to answer the phone.
Should we call Deanna?
Yeah.
And then chuck Andy under the bus? Because he told us he was a clown, and a well-established one, right?
Said he was the best.
Quicksand in the clouds. What a surprise. Who could foresee I'd come to feel that you were
Hello, you've reached Dee Dee the Clown, Laughter Without Borders,
Dee Dee
in
the
Laos,
Clown.
Canada. I'm unable to answer the phone right now, so if you please leave your name and number, I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Or you can contact 204-981.
1-9er?
1-9er.
The number you dialed is not a working number. Please check the
Son
number
of a
and
bitch
dial
gave us a
again.
bum number.
El número que marcó no está en servicio.
Oh.
Verifíquelo
drunk lady
y
on the
márquelo de nuevo.
Half a mind to call that Andrew back.
Yeah, no shit.
On the air.
Should we call him and let him know he's on the air?
Yeah.
See if we can get any
See if
more
we can get
quotes
the
out of
number.
him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
me here at last.
Or Clown Association, this is Andrew.
Andrew, hey, it's Jay and Mike calling on the air at
Hey,
the
Andrew.
Detroit Cast. How are you, buddy?
On the air.
Good. Yeah, I just talked to Deanna. If you want to give her a call back on her phone, she's standing by for you.
Great.
Oh, was she screening us out?
No, she was talking to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we tried Randy, too.
Is she
and
Dee Dee the Clown?
she's Dee Dee.
The
Yep,
Clown.
Dee Dee.
Got it.
Dee
Wait,
Hartmeyer.
how about Bruce Johnson? Did you recommend we call him because he's the historian?
You could call him, but I don't think he'd appreciate it
Oh.
on the air.
Okay,
Oh.
we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it off the air
Well, like we did with you, we'd let him know that he was on the air.
right away. Be real clear with that.
What? Why don't you go ahead and call Deanna and talk with her? I think that'd be your best bet.
Sounds like a setup. You walking us into a fire here?
You don't want us to get to
No.
Bruce.
You don't want us to talk to
No,
Bruce. You
You're
want us to go
protecting
to
Bruce. I can tell.
What did you tell Deanna? You son of a bitch?
What did you tell Deanna?
What did you tell her, you sick son of a bitch?
I did not realize I was on the air. That's all.
I thought it was pretty clear.
Were
Two
you
against
making a
one.
preemptive call, Andrew?
You were, Andrew.
Because you
Andrew.
guys never said you were live on the air.
You made a
That's
preemptive
when you
call.
called.
You
Preemptive.
called just to get your own clown butt out of trouble, didn't you?
No, not my clown butt, but my butt. Yeah, because I didn't know you guys were live on the air. Because if you guys had said you were live on the air, I wouldn't have talked. Because
Yeah.
as I was talking to you guys individually, I didn't have a problem with that.
Is
But as far
Deanna?
as talking for the association, I'm not able to do that because.
No, you were
that's
clear
not
that you
my
weren't
position.
speaking for them,
I
except
see, I
when
thought
you
he
accepted
was.
the masturbatory practice of the Ojibwe.
Right.
That was the key, I think.
Is Deanna a hothead? Is that what this boils down to? That you got to worry that she's going to bring it at you if you were to give comment to a station?
Why don't you guys go ahead and call Deanna? I think we're done talking.
You're walking us into something. I feel it. Andrew, we're going
No,
to call you back
no.
if you walk me into a fire.
No,
It's a setup.
Not
It's an
walking in
ambush.
fire at all.
I
I'm
feel
just
like
referring you to the person that's free to talk and be quoted for the association.
all right. I thought we established that was you, but okay, we'll try Deanna back.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
Be
Thank
nice
you.
now, Andrew. Bye bye.
He's a clown.
Hello, Dee Dee speaking.
Dee Dee, hey, it's Mike and Jay calling from the Detroit Cast. We're on the air.
Hey, Dee Dee.
How are
Okay.
you? How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, we just had a call with one of your associates there. He apparently he's one of the clowns too. His name is Andrew, and
He's one of the top clowns, I guess, in your organization, is it?
He's our business manager.
Oh, on the side?
Yeah. Does he do the right? Mainly a clown, though, right?
We were calling for comment from someone in the clown. We wanted a spokesclown, and he said I'm your man. And so we talked to him for I don't know a while.
Okay, and
Yeah. Well, we were calling, and we just got some follow-up things. We were talking about the scary clowns that were terrorizing. And it's really been frightening around the holidays, with Halloween and all. And we're just wondering what you guys thought about the scary clowns that are running around France and around Northern California.
Yeah. Are these your folks?
Yeah. Are they part of the World Clown Association?
no, they are not. First things first is the clowns that we portray joy, and we're out there for entertaining. The people that are doing that are just people dressing up in clown costumes.
Right,
It's
but
no different
isn't that
than
what?
if I were to... Hold on, let me finish speaking. You've asked me a question, let me finish speaking.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
It's no different than if I were to put on a fireman's uniform. It does not make me a fireman. Every clown in the organization goes through training. People have to realize just because there are people out there dressing up in a character, that's all they are. They're not real.
But isn't it all relative? I mean, what a performance as a clown is and what it isn't. Maybe they look at it as, yeah, this is me clowning.
People like to make or use things in order to scare things. It's no different than a
Wait, say that
doctor
again?
in any type of a horror thing. They use doctors with chainsaws. It doesn't make that person an actual doctor that's doing these things.
The thing is, though, it seems like more and more people are kind of using clowns to, characterize horror and fear.
I'm afraid.
And
it's only
frankly,
the media that's blowing it out of proportion.
Oh.
Put it this way. If somebody were to say to me that they're afraid of all clowns because of a horror movie, of a character, of a fictional Hollywood character, I would say to them, then you must tell me that you must be afraid of your own family members. There's more horror movies out there of family members killing family members.
Yeah, but there's something about a clown doing it. Man,
it's weird. Yeah.
Real weird. Oh, man, it's creepy.
Play it up.
You can't just blame the media for this, though.
But
I mean,
it's something about the character of the clown, all the makeup and coming at you with a knife. I don't know. It's more creepy than like if it were just a family member.
Again, those are characters. Those are not real clowns.
Are you on a cell phone right now, or
That's
are you?
People playing clowns.
Can you? Are you? I feel like the phone is muffled or something. Are you talking into a cell phone?
Yes.
You're not wearing your
Yeah.
clown nose right now, are you?
Pardon?
Are you in clown gear right now?
No, I'm
What
not.
size shoes are you wearing?
I just came back from a month long of clowning in India.
A month long in India?
Yeah.
Wow.
What does that entail? Besides clowning around.
Well, we did a 6-city tour. If you'd like to know, we also visited
I've never been more scared
hospitals.
of clowns.
And we had one girl that had been so badly traumatized that had not moved or responded to doctors or anybody or family members for 2 months.
She responded to
we
you.
managed to get her
Freaked
to
her out.
smile. She smiled at us. She waved at us.
Nervous
And then
smile.
2 days later, she was walking.
What? So medicine had nothing
Yeah.
to do with that? It was the fact that you showed up?
That was the positive effect of the clowns being there.
Now, what is your
Kind of a stretch,
specialty, Dee Dee? Are you kind of like
Juggler?
a juggler? What do you do? You jam yourself into a little car with a bunch of other folks, or what's your specialty? Out of a cannon, maybe?
Basically, I like to. I've been trained in all different areas. So I've done juggling, I've done magic, music,
Balloon animals?
hearing, clowning, and I also go to school and I teach life and fire safety skills and bully-free messages.
I thought you said you weren't a firefighter.
I'm not a firefighter.
Oh, so you're teaching fire safety, though?
I've gone through training in order to do such.
Do the kids really take that seriously, you think, though, when you got a clown presenting it? I mean, is that kind of...
Well, again, it has been proven that children learn very well through edutainment.
Edutainment, I like that.
Edutainment, look it up, it is an actual word.
Oh, I was going to give you credit.
It is what Sesame Street does. And the clown characters make the lessons fun in order for them to remember. If they remember the fun, they remember the lesson that goes with it.
I think I'd probably remember the clown, though. I'm not sure I'd remember the lesson behind it. I'd go, yeah, the Dee Dee came in. She had a sweet, big-ass red nose. That's what I would remember. I would never remember, like, the principles behind it.
It is a proven fact that it does work.
Is this your normal voice as a clown, or do you have a clown voice?
Pretty much, I speak like this. I do have a bit where I can put the tone up just a fraction.
Let's hear it, Dee Dee. Let's hear it, Dee Dee. Let's hear it. Can you give us a sample?
Hey, everybody! Dee Dee the Clown!
This is Dee Dee the Clown.
I'm sorry. I think we were talking over it. What was that?
This is Dee Dee the Clown.
Hi, Dee Dee.
It's so great to be here.
Oh, God.
Hi.
I think we got a... Is that her phone or our phone? Can you... Dee Dee, are you there?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Everybody, it's Dee Dee the Clown!
Oh, no, I don't do it like that.
Why?
It's got to be a comfortable voice.
Oh, sorry. Children?
Hey, everybody, it's Dee Dee the Clown.
Well, I don't know if you can call yourself Dee Dee the Clown, but...
No, we're introducing you. Ready? Here we go. All right, everybody, it's Dee Dee the Clown.
Take it down a notch, Jay. That's a little...
Oh, man. Okay. I'll be more comfortable. Hey, everybody. About to join us with some fire safety principles, Dee Dee the Clown. Dee Dee, your cue.
There are a number of clowns out there, but there's a number of firefighters that actually dress up in clown in order to put these messages across.
Now, do they have to, pass some sort of clown review when they do that? Do you look them up and down, make sure they're within parameters?
Pardon?
Never mind.
I didn't hear that.
Are you married, Dee Dee?
Yes, I am.
You are. Is your husband a clown too?
He is.
Nice. What's his name?
Mr. Stripes.
Mr. Stripes.
Oh, was he in prison?
Pardon?
Nothing. Okay. He's not Randy, is he?
No, he's not.
Oh, is Randy a good clown? Because Andrew was kind of taking some shots at Randy, like he was okay. But...
Yeah, like Andrew was better or something. If you had to say which is the better clown, Andrew or Randy?
Which?
Yeah, which one? I mean, just rank them 1, 2.
Speaking of Randy.
Randy Christensen.
Okay, he's an excellent clown.
He is.
But Andrew was saying, he's okay, but I'm better. Is that
something he said?
I highly doubt that, as I know Andy.
Yeah, we do too. We talked to him for quite a while.
He wouldn't let us off the phone. Oh,
yeah.
Gosh, good guy.
He's a talker, though.
Well, I believe he was indicating that you should contact me or Randy.
Oh, wow. Did he? Is that what he told you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hey, I don't want to get involved with whatever's going on there. That's cool.
Whatever's
Leave us out of it. We're just looking for a
drama between you three. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't want to get in the middle of that. There's clearly some tension and stuff like that. But
might want to take a look at Andrew's tape though. He seems pretty impressed by it.
What? I didn't hear that.
I said you might want to take a look at Andrew's tape. It sounds like he's pretty impressed with it. His clowning tape that he's been working on behind the scenes.
Hey, Dee Dee, do you know much about clowning history?
Oh.
I do know a fair amount.
What about Native American clowns? Are you familiar with their practices at all, or the importance that clowns played in their society?
The clowns can play a huge role in society.
Yeah, are you though particularly aware of Native American clowns and maybe the Ojibwe or the Pueblo clowns, perhaps?
I'm not familiar with the clowns. Every every group out there in history has had their clowns. A lot of them were there for different reasons.
Have you ever heard of the practice of Native American clown, where he would the clown would come and present to the tribe and the group, and he would actually masturbate and then
No,
throw?
I haven't. That's not something that I would be researching.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean to either. I just,
No,
you know,
Andrew
I'm just,
told us about it.
Yeah, I didn't really want to know about
No,
it.
he didn't tell you about that either.
I'm pretty sure he did. I mean, I wouldn't have known that. I don't know much
pretty
about
sure
clowns
he
at
did.
all. Wow,
I mean,
sounds like
pretty
you
much-
and Andrew and
I'm
Randy
pretty
need to have
sure.
a meeting.
I'm actually very sure you're the one who brought it up with him, just like you're bringing it up with me.
Okay,
what Andrew told you?
Again, we don't want to get involved. Whatever
Yeah.
three you guys got going on, that's
Clearly,
cool.
there's some tension. And
Yeah.
just leave it at that.
Yeah.
In other words, you can't handle it.
Oh no, we can handle it. Hey,
Basically,
Andrew seemed like a nice guy.
I
He's-
want to leave with I will want to leave this again. Any of the horror genre clowns out there
Awesome.
are only people that are portraying a character. They are not actual clowns. The actual clowns out there are for joy and happiness.
Who says though?
Yeah,
I mean, it's all
seems like an
relative.
art form.
Yeah, it's an art. Right.
Take a dump on a street.
It
and say
is.
it's
It's
art.
an art form.
It's
Yeah.
like music. I mean, there's all sorts of music. Why can't there be all sorts of clowns?
There's all sorts of music, and there are all different types of clowns as well. However,
Some evil ones.
clowns that we are the clowns for entertainment, for joy, for happiness.
Well,
we
you
are
can
not
say that.
out there doing
Yeah.
anything that's going to hurt anybody.
Yeah, you can define your organization like that, but
Clowns
you
in
can't
general.
just say, hey, there, anybody out there, you're not a clown unless you're like us. I mean, that's kind of
We're kind of an
They have
inclusive
to go
society,
through
and that doesn't
training.
seem very
If they
inclusive.
have not been through training, they are not clowns.
maybe they've been through.
It's just like if you don't go through training to be a doctor, you're not a doctor.
Yeah, doctors, clowns,
Just
kind of a different thing,
just
though.
putting on a costume does not make you a clown.
But I would argue that maybe it does. Like
how
that's like the key ingredient to being a clown is to wearing the costume.
There's some classically trained singers, and then there's untrained singers. Singers nonetheless. Some damn good ones, Dee Dee.
Agreed.
I'm just not sure that we can judge these evil clowns as non-clowns so quickly.
Evil clowns that are out there are just costumes, and people that are dressed up in those costumes, they're not real entertainers.
But Dee Dee, you called them evil clowns. Just by defining them as evil clowns would tell me that they're clowns. Evil nonetheless, but still clowns.
A subset of clowns, I'd argue.
Maybe
They
not
are
as-
not professionally trained clowns. They are not there
You're
for
aware
the
of.
happiness and for the joy.
Yeah. Well, okay. I guess we'll just
Clowns nonetheless.
I guess we'll just disagree to agree. Okay. Well, again, we don't want to get involved with whatever you and Randy and
Andrew,
and
boy.
Andy have, but give our best to Andy. He was great. He was great. Dee Dee?
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed.
Yeah.
However,
He's a pro.
Well, hey, Dee Dee, we can't thank you enough. It's been really informative. We've learned a lot.
and where are you calling from?
Détroit.
Pardon?
Détroit.
I can't understand that.
Détroit.
Where in Canada are you from?
From Winnipeg.
I knew it. I picked up on the accent. We're from Detroit.
Okay.
You're
Oh, you don't like
you're
Detroit?
the unshorn neighbor to the north.
Yeah. Unshorn North American beaver.
Yep. Well aware of it here.
You're really getting muffled right now, so it's hard to hear you.
Oh, we were talking about the unshorn North American beaver. Follow along. Andy had
Anyway, I will say goodbye now.
Oh, you were going to say you had a good time, but you didn't?
Pardon?
Were you about to say you had a good time, but then you couldn't bring yourself to say that?
I felt like you were going to.
I'm saying it's time for me to go.
Oh.
Did you have a good time, though? If you had to rate it from
Have a
1 to
nice
10.
day.
If you had to rate it from 1 to 10.
Andrew had a 10.
Have a nice day.
Maybe an 8 or a 9?
someone who keeps tearing around.
A clown hung up on us. A happiness clown hung up on us.
That was the most unhappy chick I've ever heard.
Dude, she scolded me. You can't scold
Right
children.
off the bat. Right off the bat.
Oh,
too.
yeah. What the hell did that son of a bitch Andrew say to her?
He recounted the whole damn conversation. Then they talked about masturbating, and then they said you're on the air, and I totally told them I didn't want to be on the air.
That chick is calling him right now and reading him the fucking riot act. That guy is getting a clown beat down.
Andrew, did you misrepresent yourself as a clown? As a member of this organization? As a card-carrying trained clown? Did you, Andrew?
Dude, there is a difference.
So, Andrew, tell me about this tape you've been working on. Tell me about your tape, Andrew.
Tape.
So, you're better than Randy, are you?
Do clowns make tapes?
I don't know. I'm just, radio people do.
A demo.
Shopping my demo.
A demo.
I guarantee Andy's been working on a demo tape of
Dude,
his
she can't see
clownery.
the difference between that you could put up a clown costume and a fireman. Like, I mean,
And a doctor. She kept trying to get that bridge that, like, we're just like doctors. They went to school as did we. Stop acting like you're in the same group
anybody
as...
can be a clown. If I put on the face paint and I put on a thing and I walk around, people will be like, "There's a clown."
You are. I would argue that you are a clown. And a good one. You're our clown. But you don't need to go to... I always thought clown college was a little ridiculous anyways.
The whole thing's ridiculous. They're creepy and weird.
Yeah, they are.
Dee Dee and Mr. Stripes. Creepy and weird.
Stripes?
You're onto something about him being locked up.
Yeah. That was hilarious. Well, there you go. Our run-in with Dee Dee and Ray. I hope they can work their differances out. Clearly, they got a lot to talk about.
Two of the nastiest clowns you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
Well,
one clown, the other is business manager.
How did he get into that as a business manager? But like, he's admitted that he went to clown school, but then it kind of wasn't for him. But now he's just working on the business side of like. He's like, I like the idea of the clowns, but I want more behind the scenes.
Yeah, he
Like,
maybe he flunked out of clown college. I don't know. I can't say. But he speaks pretty highly of himself.
Yeah, he sure did.
Out of your mouth.
Whatever. I don't remember exactly how it went down, but that's how I recall it. All right, there you go. There's Dee Dee the clown and Andrew, the business manager. And I think Andrew's going to be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, Dee Dee's a bitch.
Yeah, she would not be fun to deal with on a daily basis at all.
Supposed to be a happy clown.
Yeah, and I think that's the way he presented himself. Right? Guy for clowns. That's what I remember. I don't know. I hope that doesn't get him in trouble. I'm sure it won't. Clowns are happy, right? By definition. Hey, do you believe in natural selection?
In what context?
You know, only the strong survive.
I know where you're going. I'm looking at what you're going to bring up.
Well, I get mad. Doesn't
no, in the defense of any little kid who has eaten a detergent pod, they actually do look kind of interesting. You know, to a little kid that would definitely look interesting. And we're talking about those little, you know.
I used one today.
Yeah, you throw them in your washing machine and they auto release.
They look delicious.
Detergent.
In dumb kids' defense, they look delicious.
Totally.
Yeah,
you know,
look at us.
They're bright colors. They're spectacular
They're
looking.
squishy.
Yeah, they're squishy. I could totally see a little 3-year-old just going,
Yeah, use them. You can use them in your dishwasher. They have ones like that.
Yeah.
Well, there's people coming down on it because it's poison essentially in those if you were to eat it, and so people are upset with the detergent, folks, and because kids have gotten sick and poisoned from eating them. How did you survive, by the way, E? I imagine you would have eaten a lot of detergent as a kid.
They didn't. These only came out a couple of years ago, didn't they?
Oh, so he's 30.75, so he wouldn't have.
Well, he is still scrounging around home. I don't know.
I made it.
Yeah. Did you ever swallow a penny or anything?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you?
I think, but doesn't that's pretty common though?
It is common, but I wouldn't say you were about to say, but everybody does that. No, they don't. None of my kids did. I didn't.
You know what?
Swallow a penny? You?
No.
Actually, you know what? Seriously, I don't think I did, but I do know my brother did.
Really? Your brother's the smart one.
Right. He's way smarter than me. So.
Why did I think he went to Michigan? He went to State.
Well, he's going to Michigan right now.
Oh, okay.
He went to State, got bachelor's at State, now he's getting his master's at Michigan. Master, goddamn.
So there's people in the Fady family that have gotten masters or working on masters?
God.
Did you think about joining him? In the master's program at U of M?
I do join them. I've been there a few times to see a game. And,
That's all that matters is football. That's all that matters. That's what college is about,
We're
right?
gonna go watch a basketball game too.
How did he swallow a penny?
You know what's funny?
If I would have put $1,000 that if any Fady was going to swallow a penny, it would have been our very own Big E.
Swear to
Oral
God, I can even
fixation.
remember when he did it. The time he did it. He did one in Union Lake. We were driving back from something to go to our old house, and I remember we were in the back seat, and he had swallowed a penny.
Really?
My brother tried to murder me with a almond. I was a tiny baby. We have a picture of him holding me, and my mom was like, that's right before he grabbed an almond out of the dish on the table and shoved it down your throat.
Chuck did?
Yeah.
Why? He would have known what he was doing. How much older is he? A couple years?
He claimed to be feeding the baby.
Oh.
Almond.
That's
dude.
arguable.
Almond with the newborn.
Why is that so much worse than a peanut? Or
almonds are pretty big.
Yeah. You can
know.
handle it. You're a tough kid.
I did. I passed it.
Yeah. How far did he stuff it down your throat?
Oh no.
What was your mom watching when she was supposed to be watching
No, really.
the baby?
Who leaves a bowl of almonds on the table with two tiny kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a year and a half older.
Yeah, that's bullshit. My mom did that with me. She would leave me and G in the same room when he was first brought home.
You'd just pummel him, or he'd pummel you?
No, he'd be in his little carrier, his little baby carrier, and some would say it was jealous rage. I'm not sure. I don't have a real glorious recall of this time, but apparently I would take him and hide him in the closet, and she'd be like, "Where's your brother? Where's your brother?" I'd be like, "I don't know what you're talking about. Honestly, I don't know what you're talking about." And then she'd finally hear him just wailing in the closet. Be like, "How did he
But
get in there?"
you're only 2 years older, right?
Right.
So you're just dragging that thing across the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, that happens.
Determined.
Yeah, so I understand where Chet was mentally. I know what that's like to be the center of attention, and then have some little asshole come into the mix and screw things up.
Yeah.
So the almond move was a good move by Chet, I think.
It's a good try.
I tried hiding. That didn't work because they start screaming. But he was trying to
silence me.
Silence you, get around that, leave no evidence. Almost worked. Chet's a mastermind. It almost worked, and he was only like a 1.5-year-old.
That's pretty wild, though, that we
impressive.
have this picture like that happened right before that.
That is funny.
He was about to grab a nut and shove it down your throat. Son of a bitch.
God. We should call your mom one day and ask her about it.
Mm.
Yeah. Cheryl? No?
No.
You.
No, we've already called your father-in-law.
Yeah. You remember that teat, right? When you were a baby, as a little guy?
Have you guys ever tasted breast milk as an adult?
Nope.
No.
You?
No. You know what, though?
I thought you were going with a
No,
I
honestly,
have story.
I
Yeah, that's what I
honestly,
assumed.
no, I honestly am answering that no, and I sort of regret it. Like, I know a lot of guys who have, with their wives who are pregnant. It's like, yeah, dude, you should have just, tried it.
Would you eat?
I mean,
Poured on milk on
I
a
wouldn't-
cereal or something?
I wouldn't want to, but if it was like a dare or something, I would do it.
Yeah.
Consider it a dare.
Well-
Can we get some breast milk in here?
Oh,
Anybody.
Anybody.
Doesn't matter.
Cow,
Doesn't
human.
Yeah. No
Whoa,
cow. No
whoa.
cow.
No cow. It's got to be a human teat.
I have
Some of our listeners are pregnant or at least are lactating.
Yeah,
and
sure.
could
Hey,
hook you up,
you're
right?
going over to my friend's house on Wednesday or Thursday of this week.
Yeah.
She's breastfeeding now.
There you go.
Wow.
I'll ask her if you can just
Send-
suckle right up.
No, let's send them home with a full glass. You can refrigerate, but it's got no. I don't trust you. See, we need to connect with her because I don't trust that he wouldn't go get some homo milk on his
Dude,
own
whoa.
and go, "Yeah, this is what she gave me."
No, you know what, Walters? I take a what do you call that?
Offense to that?
I take offense to that. Like, you if there's anything you know about me, if I told you I was gonna drink breast milk and she talked to you and said yes, I'll give him a shot to go home with, I wouldn't mess it up. I would do.
You know what?
real
I'm going to
thing.
ask her. I'm going to ask her to do it.
To give us a little bit,
I think she'll be mortified. But
like a quarter cup or half
think,
cup.
I think she'll be mortified at first, but I could talk her into
I
it.
did.
I think you could too.
At-
I'm counting on you, Jay.
Do you remember at the party? Because at the party, Jay, she was there, and Jay said you're going to be there on sometime this week, and she's going to be. And I said I'm not going to look away. I said I'm going to be looking. So if you pull it out, I mean, get ready for me to be.
There's what
looking
you'll
at your
see.
Maybe
breast.
she'll just do that. She'll stand back and just squirt them on you.
Oh, can we get her to come over here and squirt him in the face
Squirt him.
like that? Just
over and
shoot
over.
him down.
I hear it's sour though.
Why would anyone
a sour-
film?
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
probably a fetish. I'm guessing. I was
Yeah.
going to ask why would someone film this, but I'm sure someone has a fetish.
Well, look at those tits, though. I mean, it's still titties.
Yeah. They're nice things.
God, selfish babies. Get your own.
Really, it's
Get
so
your own.
weird that that's what they're for. God.
No, they're not. I mean, it's a
Alleg-
secondary.
Allegedly.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't share Gabs with the kids, did you?
I did.
Good God, Jay. Really?
I
Oh, sorry. I was about to
I mean, those are yours. Your kids can grow up and get their own one day.
know.
I mean, seems weird to me. But
No, I
whatever.
kind of regret not tasting it though. Little part of me.
Would you have taken a pull off it, or would you made
Absolutely. Taking a pull. I love that.
lazily sitting on the couch? Gab,
Hey,
give me a pull.
come here.
Would she have let you, or would she have slapped you? At the suggestion.
She'd have been mortified at first, but I could have talked her into it.
Oh! Sounds like it's not.
Come here.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, what a... So anyway, yeah, some kids have gotten sick or something, or whatever.
Or whatever with the detergent, back to the detergent. Yeah, parents, keep those away because they're enticing.
That'd be so hard. Like when little Ede was here for, I don't know, a week.
No, he's easy because he doesn't move yet. When they start moving, that's when everything needs to go, waist level or above. I mean, they're into everything.
Yeah, and I could see that because when I'd be holding him, I'm usually wearing a sweatshirt or something, and he would grab your face and just claw for no reason, kind of a prick move, to be honest with you.
What an asshole.
Yeah, and then he would grab the strings on my sweatshirt and just right in the mouth. Immediate, everything he came into contact with, right in the mouth.
Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, how that can't taste good. Can't.
See him gumming whatever, and grab
Yeah.
a water bottle.
Yeah, he's grabbing
Bizarre.
stuff, and they've got vibrating toys. They gnaw on, and it vibrates. It's weird. It's weird. Don't have a ton of time left. Do we have any email, Jay? Was there
We do
anything good?
indeed. First off, need to wish Angela and Mike a happy anniversary.
Angela and Mike, all right.
Yeah, Angela wrote in, enjoy the show, keep up the great work. Our 5th anniversary is approaching on Veterans Day. I was wondering if you could give us
That's
a shout
today?
out. So there's your shout out, Amanda and Mike. Happy anniversary.
Happy Veterans Day.
Thanks so much. Happy your show is now 5 days a week. Please keep up the great work, and it's way better without the FCC. And then she did the little smiley face.
I agree. I agree with her.
Yes, sir. Gentlemen, Ian writes in, I thought it should be mentioned that my beloved Corps, the Marine Corps, turned 239 years old yesterday. And it would
On
be
Monday?
Yep, and it would be great to hear, and you mentioned this on the air. Keep up the good work, my friends. Glad Riff let you guys go because now I have this fucking great podcast to listen to. And Drew and Mark in the afternoons. Fair winds and following seas. Semper
Fi, my man.
Yep, Gunny Perry. And he included a picture of him in his dress uniform.
Look at
with
that.
Quite a lady on his arm.
Yeah. Whoa, is she lactating?
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Nice. Nice job, Gunny.
She
Gunner.
Ryan writes in, and this is a follow-up on our girl with guy friends type discussion.
Can't happen.
Has another comment on that. I was listening to number 216, and you guys are dead on with the girls thinking that they can have friends that are guys and they just remain friends. I'm dealing with something similar with a girl at work. We've hung out after work on a regular basis for the past several weeks. She's told me she doesn't want a relationship and that we're just friends. She mostly hangs out with other guys and claims that they're just friends too. She has even told me how she's had former friends think that there was something going on between them and things got ugly.
Oh, crazy.
I don't think she realizes that most of her guy friends are probably thinking that she's leading them on as well.
Or all of them?
Totally.
Or
All of them. She is leading them on.
She's very flirty with other guys
Of
at
course.
work, but is just friends with everybody.
Dick tease.
I find it hard to believe
The
that she's
worst.
going
That's
through
the-
life
yeah.
thinking that all of her guy friends just want to be friends with her. When we do hang out, I'm the one that has to make the plans every time, otherwise she
course.
won't, and I know that's the same case with others. Do you guys think I should hold out and wait for her
No.
or just move on? What
No.
to do?
Move
Biggie?
on.
Is there any chance she would get drunk and put out for you?
That's
Because
the key question. I think.
That's the key to this whole
Okay.
thing. If you've gone into the friend zone, you're screwed unless she gets wasted, which is funny. This argument that you can have girl friends, quote unquote, hilarious.
Right.
Because there's, as we've said, there's no chance Jay and I are going to go out and get so drunk that we hook up with each other.
Never.
Right.
Won't
Never.
happen.
Nope. Never.
Never.
We've been very
Under-
drunk with each other.
Yeah, we've been extremely drunk with each other. Not even like
Passed
a
out on
thought.
top of each other.
Maybe.
But never made a move on each other.
Never.
Never thought of it.
Never, and it never would happen.
No.
Just wouldn't.
Yeah.
Wouldn't.
Get drunk. I don't care what the girl looks like. You get drunk enough, she's gonna look hotter.
Mike's right.
It happens.
Mike was right. I don't know. You were kind of talking, so I don't know if. But you were right on That one that he said, the one that's flirty and has all, that's the worst. The
nightmare.
dick tease one, because she walks around, acting and I'm not suggesting, how some people say that she's asking for
rapey.
it, but it's like
little rapey.
When you're you're flirting with every guy, and then she go, and I've even had a few guys in the past think we were, really, what a shock,
Yeah, what a dumbass.
And when I said move on, and you kind of said, well, it depends on if she can get drunk. When I meant move on, I would say I would still, like you said, in some capacity keep it. If there was a party one night and she's like, oh, I'm going to a party tonight.
You walk through a party single, shaking your can.
Right.
You are a wounded animal walking through the lion's den. Period. Every swinging dick in that place is thinking about what he would do or what he wants to do. That's just the way it is.
Well, what I was going to say,
guys are predators, not necessarily in a bad way, but just we're on the hunt. That's what guys do. That's how we're wired, exactly. Chicks don't think of it the same way, but that's just the fact of it. Until you find someone that you're compatible with, you're on the hunt.
Right, and
that's the game.
And that's what I was trying to say. When he says, should I hold on, pursue, or don't get it completely out of the realm necessarily, but stop making plans with her. Stop, fuck that. You know what? If she go a few weeks and don't ask her to hang out. Don't pull this because it's not going to get better. And per me, it's happened to me a few times, dude. It's just going to get worse for you, dude.
Yeah, and
it's just going to get worse.
Being a hua, I can respect. Being a dick tease is a dick move.
I agree.
Nobody likes a dick tease, and we've all seen that girl who's hot, thinks she's hotter than she actually is usually, but shaking her ass and flirty and just collecting free drinks on guys all night.
She knows what she's doing.
She knows exactly what she's doing, and I sort of respect it as long as we all know what the game is. But if you've got no intention of hooking up with some dude at the end of the night, you suck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did I mention how addicting these vag specs are?
Yeah.
Where'd mine go? Oh, I put mine up when I was playing something.
Yeah, when you were acting like you were shooting me.
Oh, yeah, which I would be able to do.
That scenario,
No.
it just doesn't work.
It would.
Amy writes in, hey guys, and she did the little happy face.
All right.
We need more wink faces.
Look, listen. We need more. Hey, ladies, can you please write in with some wink faces?
Is that why your girl Rachel was sending the wink faces back to Jay and I?
Why?
She kept sending wink faces when we were texting her, like, do you recognize this guy? And we'd send her your picture, the realtor. She's big on the wink faces. I haven't really seen a lot of wink faces.
I like the wink face, but the wink face tends to be a little more flirtatious than just a smiley face.
Amy likes the smiley. Hey guys, smiley face. Look, listen, a couple things. I wrote back at the end of September regarding the battle between my boyfriend and I and the dog poop shoe that was outside. Remember that?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, just the other day, I finally threw the damn thing out. It sat outside all of October, all the first week of November. I couldn't take it anymore, so she lost. Amy lost.
Oh, she did. She folded. Wow,
she
I would
threw it
think
out.
women are stronger than
She
that.
thinks she won because she threw it out, but really she lost.
Yeah, she lost because she's
She's going, well, I didn't clean it. Well,
yeah, but you
still
won.
had to take the action.
Yeah.
The action step.
Yep.
And then she says, number 2, I was at a Halloween party. My friend was there rocking a solid Kitterman.
No.
His intention was to be Dale Earnhardt. Calm down, Biggie. But after I pointed out his striking resemblance to Kitterman, he was the dude who disappeared from the Broncos game for the remainder of the party. Picture attached. No, you know what? I can't show Biggie this picture. He'll wreck this picture.
Oh, because it's Dale.
No, because Amy's on it.
Oh, and is Amy attractive?
I promised to Amy I would never show Biggie your picture.
Are you fucking kidding me? Just let me see
no,
it.
I can't do it.
I'm gonna
Can you
look
fold
at
it over so you can't see
I'm
it?
gonna see it. I don't care. I'm gonna see the picture.
That is a solid Kitterman. Yeah, if it wasn't for that stupid Earnhardt shirt.
I don't like. I can see her enough in that.
Can't see her.
Yeah, that's a solid Kitterman.
I'm just gonna watch the YouTube video later when you're showing
it. And then number 3, she says, last but not least, I hearken back to a couple episodes ago when Mike and Big E were talking about married girls who get jealous of their friends who are hit on at the bar. Is that?
I'm the one who said that.
Okay.
I've been at the bars before where even if there was like 3 married girls and 1 single girl, and you're hitting on a single girl, the married girls will still get mad about it.
Okay, now she says, now, Big E, I'm not saying this is what happened to you, although it probably was, but if you go up to a group of girls and one of their married friends suggests to you that they are just there to hang out with their girls, etc., it is likely that the married girl is not jealous, but protecting her friend because it is a pre-planned rule ahead of time that if a weirdo comes up to them and tries hitting on you or dancing with you, one of your friends will pull you away, married or not, or whatever.
No, that's not. I mean, I'm not saying that maybe hasn't happened a few of these, but I've had times before where the girl was like ready. I've had a time where the girl was almost ready to give me her phone number, and then her friends just kind of whisked her away or something. So
Yeah.
it's not
I
every.
accept those challenges. When those obstacles present themselves, you can get your boys involved. There's a lot you can do to distract
Actually, you
a
know
married girl. You can just dangle something over here and get her going over here, and then
No, I've done that.
there's lots of ways to do it.
No, you're right. I've done that with my friends before. I've had a friend where I've danced with a married chick so my friend could get. I mean, and he's
Good
done
move.
it for me, and he's done
Very
it for me.
good bro move.
No, he's done it for me. I'm just saying, there's been times. I get what she's saying, but I've had times where it was absolutely.
Is it possible that she's right though, that you were the weird guy and they pre-discussed
I said
it?
that could have happened sometimes. I've had this happen more than a few times, so I'm not saying that it couldn't have happened one of those times, but there's been a few times where it was, to me, very obvious what was really happening.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Why would they? See, guys would never
That's what I'm
cockblock
saying,
their
but
buddies.
But girls
Like
do.
three married guys go out and a single guy, they would go out of their way to help that guy
not
get
how
some
girls-
action that
But
night.
it's again because we're on the hunt. The woman
Yeah.
is not necessarily, and they look at it as, let's before we go out, let's decide.
Just girls tonight. Just girls. Just dancing.
Yeah.
And protect you from the bullshit that's going to come from you hooking up with some random.
Thank God for the great equalizer, alcohol.
That's the exactly.
Love the show, guys. Smiley face again. You do a great job in downloading the show is the first thing I do each morning, even before getting out of bed. Whoa. So this is the chick who thought of you in the shower
As she
as she washed.
Wow.
She was like, how could he not use
She's
soap?
nude, touching her own hot body. I've seen her picture. Her own hot body, and she's got Big E running through her
Now
head.
she's thinking about you before she gets out of bed.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
awesome.
That's
Here,
just one
put
more.
this aside. He's
I
gonna
hope-
have
I'm
it.
gonna look. I'll come.
I hope she sleeps nude.
And he does not have the password to the Gmail, so don't worry. It's not allowed.
No.
Thank you, Brenda, for the cheesecake, by the way.
Delicious.
She sent it with Big E, who had a lunch with her yesterday. Enjoyed himself immensely. Said you guys were really nice, and hopefully he didn't embarrass you. But good cheesecake.
Probably did. Yeah, very good cheesecake.
Now, sir, we have one more order of business. Adam. Adam.
Okay.
The Marathon Challenge.
Oh, right.
Oh, boy.
We get a few more details. Adam writes in, I would like to let Biggie know that there is not a Clydesdale category at the Martian Marathon, so he should probably work on not being such a fatty McSweet tits.
Ho, 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 ho.
As much as I do not want to say this, I have only ran one open marathon, which was on a dare a couple months after having my AC rebuilt from playing guard at Defiance
Well,
College.
That's
Hold on.
Hey, that's a little bit of sandbagging from his times he gave earlier.
So yes, my best open marathon time is over 4 hours, which I ran before I got into endurance sports and weighed 300 pounds.
Well, then he should have. He
Wait,
concealed
he
stuff.
weighs 300 now, or
No,
back then he did?
Back then.
He
ran.
concealed a lot of information.
He's a
that
point
before.
guard?
Dude, he was a guard, a football guard.
Oh, football.
Offensive lineman.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying point guard.
At Defiance College, and before at the time he weighed 300 pounds and he ran a four-hour marathon.
Oof, you're in trouble. Sorry, buddy.
I have never taken a running race seriously, and am very excited to beat that silly fuck.
Oh,
Big
Well,
E.
that's a little sandbagging in his initial email, then, for sure.
He gave you his actual
You know what?
times.
I'm putting this on the bulletin board.
It's bulletin board material.
I'm going to look at this every day before I go running.
It's going to inspire him.
If you can't beat a 300-pound former lineman.
Well, he's not 300 pounds.
Well, he was. He was at some point.
That's like, okay. That's like, never mind.
If you lose to him, we'll hook you up with Leon Lett. See how you do there.
Hey, one last order of business. Remember, if you listen to the Detroit Cast,
Look, listen.
and you're in the market for a new car, make a trip to Zott Ford, and they can save you $500 on your trade-in when you tell them that the Detroit Cast sent you. Plus, Zott Ford has an award-winning service department as well. You can save 10% on your repairs, too, if you tell them that the Detroit Cast sent you. A fun, good-time dealer with the hottest sales staff in Oakland County. Zott Ford in Holly, just off I-75. Easy, easy, easy to get to. You can't miss it as you're heading north.
East
off to the
98.
right. East 98. Exit 98, East Holly. Yep.
Very
Go
good.
see him.
Yes, yes. Tell him we sent you. Please. Very helpful. All right. Well, why don't we kill it there, Jay? For a Tuesday, that'll do it for a Tuesday edition of the Detroit Cast. How about we do it all over again tomorrow for a
Sound
Wednesday? Sound good?
Let's do that shit.
We'll do that shit. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.